Previously on Black on Purpose.
And then I came up with the concept of venture studio. So, we have a consulting company, so we build products for everybody. The Deltas, you name it, bro. Norfolk Southern, we built products for everybody. And so since we know how they build them and how they scale them, I was like, I know how to build them. Why don't they send the people that they fund to us? We build the ideas, take some equity off of it with it, take some cash and some equity, and we put them in the market. So the analogy I use is if you betting on horses, you bet on the horse, you got a 28% win rate. If you bet on the jockey, you got a 20% win rate. But if you bet on the trainer, it's 53%. Because he know how to win.
Yeah.
So in this analogy, I'm the trainer, and you can't buy that. I already own my own ideas and the sauce to make it possible. So you give me the money and a little equity and we'll do it. I can give you the recipe for a cake, but that don't mean it's going to taste good. Yeah. That's the difference. That's what black people have. We got the sauce.
That's a fact.
And we put the shit together. So now we don't need anybody to take it to market. So we're like, okay, cool, you got the money, but you can't multiply your money without an idea. You only need ideas and access. Yeah. That's all you need. They got the access and the money. Bring it over here. We collaborate with these ideas.
Collaborate.
That's real business partnership. Nobody needs the other, but you understand what I'm saying?
Not take over, collaborate.
You can pass that along too.
Yeah.
That game on what's the guy's name? I can't think of it. I'll think of it in a second. But anyway, there's this white company that used to give black people loans for their house. But what happens is you had to build they would do the outside for you and get it up to code, but do no inside, no floors, no nothing. And then you did the inside, but you had to own the land. And so what happens is when you can't afford to pay that predatory ass loan, they get the whole house and the land. Yeah, they put this dude out of business. This I can't think of the name. I'll have to text my mom. But anyway, this went on for years. My grandfather's house, bro, he got it in the 1950s. I paid it off in 2000. It was still like $1,000 old on this motherfucker.
Crazy.
The house was $7,000.
That's fucking crazy.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You telling me that
paid for it
$7,000 was the original price for the house,
and it wasn't paid off until
this nigga was dead 20 years. I paid the house off. It was like $1,000 still owed on the house.
That's crazy.
On a fucking $7,000 house. You telling me this ain't the biggest con
America going to America, bro.
America going to
It only
America.
makes sense, man.
Yeah,
All right, man. Where we at, Fab?
Wait.
Fabuloso. Where are we at?
Hold on.
He drinking Douce and eating an edible.
Right.
This is gonna be hilarious as fuck.
Right.
This nigga's gonna go crazy.
I'll be good.
Okay.
Towards the end.
Hold on.
Yeah.
One second.
Got you.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
Here we go.
We good. How I sync up the audio and the video. We did instead of having a little thing for the movies, action.
We need to get one of those.
We could.
Should get one of those.
Yeah, be nice.
I'll give y'all one of those. That's what I'm doing.
There you go.
Man,
Our brother.
Part 2.
What is it called? I don't even know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
I think it's a clapper or
I
something.
I took a whole class on film and don't know what that's called.
Sad. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's ridiculous.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Hey man, we back again. Another episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good, man.
Hey man, I'm good, man. Your boy J Fab is back.
Hey, King Show is.
Wait. Stop. We fucking up the whole. Come on,
hey,
man. Come on, man.
Hey, yeah.
I know we somewhere different, but let's, you know what I
Easing in
mean?
with the Teddy
We
P
on
shit.
easy.
Yeah.
You know,
man, come on, Fab, kick the shit
nice
off, bro.
and Smooth.
Hey,
What we doing?
are you kicking it off or something?
You kicking it off.
You kicking it off.
You always
I
kick
saw
it
you
off.
had it pulled up.
Oh, I do.
No, I got to pull it up, but you
Oh, okay.
announce the show.
Yeah, hey man, this is Black on Purpose.
Damn, man. What
You
we
know what
doing?
I'm saying? I'm J Fab,
This is King Show.
And I'm Illustrate.
and back for another time, second time,
Second time.
Second time, part due.
part two. Mr. Brown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Man, appreciate you.
Appreciate you for having us and coming back.
Yeah, we for the viewers,
Yeah.
Right.
different environment today. You see a lot of action going on behind us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we in the city today, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about it on the mic, but we said we were going to do it.
Yeah, we did, and we did it.
And we did it.
Fruition, I love it.
Spider right there.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I love it.
Oh yeah, he getting out of here. But hey, man, got to start this shit off right. Got to start this shit off fucking
It's only
right.
Thank you for
man.
choosing this one.
Oh
Yes.
man, what we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
no doubt, y'all care anymore about this hip hop, man.
Do y'all?
I mean, how far will you punk motherfuckers go?
Hey,
How far?
15 seconds of fame. Microwave popcorn ass
That's
niggas. Yeah,
Microwave
we give you much
popcorn.
more. Longevity, baby.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
Dave. Yo, it's been instilled in me since infinite, y'all. Using these minutes like I
Hey.
value the call. Put your money in the bank and hold rank over friends who ain't got leadership skills. I got the sheep in my eyes.
Rest
so
in
I can't
power, my
sleep.
brother.
We
Rest
like
in
the
power,
land
True
and
Goy,
lay
man.
the brand away, grand operate the stand away. L.I. Shice. I play the Xbox instead of fucking with dice. I hate losing the doze, walk away with my dough, cause I doze. Tracy
yo.
broke me, and now she wanna see the resident provoking me to pop
I
wheelies
swear,
on
man,
my
like-
bicycle. Watch your eyes twinkle. One house, two houses, third house,
So I was listening to this album
Watch Dave
Oh,
Bang.
no, wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Extravaganza, gamma ray rap. I make the Hulk snap. Jump back like James Brown. Hey now. When the liquor over,
We smoking the hay now.
Delegate numero dose. I holla out the Salon Los and keep the island close to me.
I'ma chill out. I'ma chill out before it get too emotional in here.
I know.
Listen.
Oh man.
Like I forgot how great that album was.
That's a great album.
Like
Monday?
just yeah.
And that was one of my favorite performances on the Dave Chappelle
yeah.
show.
When you had the
Yeah.
Hawk glove.
Yeah, between that and the joint with him and Kanye and Common when them niggas was making Kool-Aid in the kitchen and shit. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Well,
that was a good
I want to
good
start
album.
this out and shout out to Plug 2, True Goy, Dave. Man, like,
Thank you for everything.
he's one of those dudes that made everybody like, oh, you don't have to wear big ass gold chains. Like that, De La solidified, like, be yourself.
In the midst of the height of the gangster shit,
In the
Yeah.
They made fun of that shit.
in the midst of it, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like they really poked fun at like, really? You a street nigga? And they got stories of fucking niggas up.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't pussies.
Nah, it's stories of them and Buster. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Taking niggas in the back.
That I've shed tears over probably 3 or 4 celebrities, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
That changed my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like that when you know you can't go see another De La show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you know you can't experience the music the same. It just does something to you when you grew up off of that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to True Goy, man.
True Goy.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Dave.
Oh yeah.
I'm inside, man. I mean,
Yogurt backwards.
we're in that weird time in our life now where we're unfortunately having to see the people who we grew up like with and around and like, you know what I'm saying? It's been a part of our lives since we were kids.
Right.
And had like some of the biggest impressions on who we are
Yeah.
today. And then to see them, pass on is it's
It's
a lot.
I got an African medallion because of native tongues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like little, you don't even realize like how much that shit had an impact on what you dug into, what you started to
Do
research and
the path they set.
the path they set you on. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize that until you really look back, and then it's like that's what gets me like, damn,
Yeah.
that's the worst part of getting old, bro.
Yeah. And that and especially because you just don't really think about like how soon somebody can be gone. Yeah. You just like work like just out of the blue because you just don't know.
That's a good part about death, though, right? It reminds us that this ain't forever, so you gotta kind of like keep
the gratitude
pushing. Yeah, because it's like if you had forever, you wouldn't really get much done.
You wouldn't appreciate shit
that part
if you had forever. Like
you take time for granted.
Everything will be for granted if you had forever.
Yeah. And you're young, it feels like you have forever. And damn, like you wake up one day. Like I told you yesterday, I'm with my partner, and he showed me a picture from 12 years ago. Like 12 years ago, we kicking it. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's a lot happened in 12 years, bro.
Yeah, and 12 years don't seem like a long time ago.
It doesn't. I was like, that can't be right. Like you keep looking at the date, like that can't be right. It's absolutely right.
You're
like,
doing the math. You like, hold on, like that.
Yeah,
bro,
years ago.
I've almost known my wife for 20 years.
Wow.
Hey,
You feel what I'm saying? Like
18 years for me, marriage coming up.
17 years, I know my wife.
Congratulations, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, my wife. I'm close.
Wow.
Somewhere close. Yeah, damn.
Look at us like
Enough of being old.
Hey man, that's beautiful though. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
No,
that's
it
a
is.
fit
It really
statistic, right? So
Right.
you know, you got black men here talking about knowing their partners for double decades. Like,
yeah.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful thing, man. We should be celebrating that.
we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be
We are. We celebrating. We are celebrating.
Always.
Black family.
Black love.
Yeah.
And we are part due of Calvin Brown in the building.
Yeah, man.
right.
Calvin Brown, Adjo Cairo.
Back at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We in the
Yes, sir.
city. We in the city,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We in the city. Black Tech's in the building.
Man, we appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Got y'all outside got y'all in the city, man.
Right,
Outside the
right.
suburbs.
Yeah, because I don't go outside a lot. So this
Man,
is
you
like
gotta come through.
nigga, I feel out of pocket.
Hey man, but
It's
you know,
like, nigga,
had
I feel like I'm
entice
about to
y'all
get
with some
arrested
food and
or-
shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
Get
mean?
y'all- Like it's all right though.
Yeah, as soon as I pulled up, I was like,
Man, but yeah, so
I got out the car. I was like, man, I got a King's starter jacket on. Like niggas gonna think I'm here for bad business.
Yeah. A little bit.
and a gold chain. So
Man,
it looks bad.
you get to be whoever you are, man.
But in Atlanta, it's like, yo, who is that? You know what I'm saying?
We get to in Atlanta, we get to go in and out of
Yeah.
anywhere we want, dress however we want,
That's true.
and get the same respect because they don't know who you are.
That's true. That's
You could
true.
literally be anybody.
That is true.
That's why I say it. Atlanta is Wakanda. Yeah.
The closest we ever gonna get. That's what I say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but there's
Because
a lot of change
it's a
going on.
lot
though.
of shit that popped off on the street.
Yeah. This used to be the parking lot.
This used to be,
Yo,
Yeah, it used to be
this
the parking
used to
lot.
be the
it's a
strip.
lot of shit.
Yeah, this used to be all the
Chili
clubs right here.
peppers. We were just chili peppers.
There they go.
World
Bell
War,
bottoms.
Bell bottoms.
Yeah, 22 Tango, all of that.
The
used to-
Tango. What was the other joint? The sex joint where they had the little funny style shots that chicks could take.
Never been there.
I think it was either Uranus.
Uranus.
Was it
Uranus.
Yeah,
Uranus.
Uranus.
So that was okay. I wasn't
Club
tripping.
Cream.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
like old Atlanta, man. Like
Yeah.
you know,
No, when I went to your so
Cobalt
Go-
was
go
right
ahead.
up
Yeah,
there.
I don't want to
that
say
didn't
it
last
again.
too long. Though.
Yeah. Nah, that's the first club I went to when I came to Atlanta.
Uranus was the
Uranus
first
was the
club.
first club?
Oh, nigga, I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
So I went in
That
there
does
and
not
I,
properly represent.
it doesn't.
You went in there.
Relax. no, relax.
You
Relax.
went in Uranus.
Relax.
Just in there.
We just talked about prostate exams.
So
got
what
up
we
in
watching?
there.
What we watching? Nah, but I was in there and I was like, I'm in a club called Uranus.
Uranus.
In Atlanta. I got to get out of here.
Right.
And yeah,
Atlanta
it
used to be popping.
used
Used to be popping.
Yeah, that was the old
Like we could literally leave here and go like to the West End, and it'd be like a totally different vibe.
yeah.
Totally different.
But
Yeah.
a lot of the same crowd would go between.
Yeah.
It's not like other cities where it's like a white crowd, black crowd. It's
Yeah.
like in Atlanta, we went everywhere. The underground was popping in. You know, you just
It
go
was
down there
a
and get
whole
robbed.
night. That was the thing. You start on Peachtree. You slowly make your way up. You start at the Shark Bar.
Yeah.
Bong.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
hit
man,
up
I forgot
there.
about that.
Holla at the Shark Bar. Then you leave
So
there.
the Shark Bar was right
Boom.
by Uranus.
Yeah. You stop at Club Kaya. Bong. Frank Ski up there doing the Northern Exposure shit.
Y'all remember Django?
Jamming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Django. See, that was the later days.
Yeah, that was later.
That was the later days. But yes,
But that
I
shit
do
was
remember
popping,
Django because I used to work at the shop right across,
You
right
did
next
work
door.
I mean,
I used to work right next door.
Yeah, I know.
So
Where was that?
remember-
What's the name of the shop?
Django. Hey, I used to work right next door at the Insurrection. Yes. I used to work at Insurrection.
So I used to live
Yeah.
right there on West Peachtree, right?
In
And,
that time?
Yeah. So me and
you
Blue
got stories.
used to actually walk over there when Northern Exposure was hard. I think it was like a Thursday or Friday night or whatever. So we used to walk over there, bro. It would be like,
Leopard Lounge.
Leopard, Jaguar.
It's so crazy how like all of our
Jaguar used
paths
to be on the corner where that hotel is now.
Yeah, that little hot box.
Yeah, like we
That
was
was for
all
the ladies though, right?
we was all floating around and
Jaguar
didn't know each
was
other.
everybody. That was just low key. You
That's
go up
funny.
there and find you some ladies though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I was going there. It would always be like lesbian night.
Nah, what night was you at Jaguar?
No, bro,
at
but it was across the street, so it was like
Jaguar,
we
yeah.
never
No,
really
Jaguar
tried it out.
was across the street from like a MARTA station.
Right there at the corner by the High Museum.
Yeah, what night was
Yeah,
you
yeah,
going?
yeah.
Bro,
Nah.
no, you talking 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
damn, Royal Peacock.
Yeah. Royal Peacock used
Royal
to be the lick.
Peacock used to be the lick. It was. And if you was really hood, you was going to 559.
5'9" in the West End.
Oh,
Man, I used to see like Kilo.
I never went to 559.
Raheem, all of them like
I
used to
think it
just
was
get on the
over
mic.
by the time you got here.
Yeah,
It might have been.
And I still don't consider myself an Atlanta nigga as long as I live down here.
Yeah, it's
Because you gotta really go to them spots. Like,
Yeah, but that's when like Outkast was performing like just to be performing.
Just to be performing.
Like
You
any
might catch
night,
an Outkast.
Jazzy Faye and all of them used to be like outside, like
At the
really-
atrium.
Yeah,
know what's
like
funny?
performing.
Yo, you didn't say
For
that.
free.
Patreon.
and I gotta confirm this, but in my rapper days, I performed at Memorial Drive.
That's the atrium.
Atrium.
Yeah,
At
that's
the
the
atrium.
No, they definitely
hill?
on the atrium.
The aquarium,
The aquarium.
Yeah,
which was right next door to the
It was the aquarium.
It was right there.
the whole parking lot
Yeah.
belonged to 2 clubs.
Yeah, but I just remember being so carefree, and I look back like, nigga, that was some dangerous shit.
Yeah,
These are BMF days in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
that's
were.
why I lived on Memorial Drive during that time.
Those were.
That's where I started out at when I first came to Atlanta. I used to live at the apartment building across the street from the atrium.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And you had the real.
before the car wash was there, before the Chick-fil-A was there, all of that. I used to live, so I was the East Side nigga. Like
East Side, yeah,
I
you
was too until
my
my
studio was on Memorial Drive. I don't know if you noticed, Brian. Keisha and them had their studio up the
Red
street.
Rain.
Oh, Red Rain.
Yeah,
we
I
had
heard-
our
Well,
studio.
I got a story about that. Them
Yeah,
niggas diss
yeah.
me, so I don't want to
Shout out to Keisha
Yeah,
Shout
That's my friend.
and
Keisha
the Red Wing.
and
That's family.
DJ Rock Most.
Man, Rock Most.
Yeah, that nigga
Yes.
dissed the fuck out of me. We'll talk about it. Though. That's my nigga. Though.
Rock's
I
my
love
guy,
him.
man.
That's my guy. But he dissed the fuck out of me. I was trying to intern with him. He was like, man, we don't need no fucking interns, nigga.
Yeah, it was Jason, Rock, and Keisha.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man, that's a long time ago, bro.
Oh shit. Jason.
Yeah, he's in Florida. He's Florida man now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm thinking about somebody else.
Yeah, they used to run Red Rain, so they used to like come to our studio.
I think
We
I
had
know
like
exactly- I
a
know what
digital
they
and a analog studio, so they used to like run stuff through our studio, whatever.
Okay.
So we were always doing business, so they would always have these shows and like, you know, they just knew everywhere to go. So
Yeah.
we just like got
Shout out to
plugged in
Rock
with
Most,
everybody.
man.
That was back when I was doing the promo with my amongst friends niggas fucking with Def Jam and
Yeah.
all of that. I was in the street
Bro,
team.
we
I
was
the
all
street team
around
nigga
each other.
back then.
Put
That's
stickers
crazy.
on everything.
Yeah.
We was all around each other.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
not
Not
knowing
on
each other.
everything, sniping like a motherfucker. What?
Oh, got 50 signs on it. Just put another
Sniping,
one on top.
All of that.
Y'all not gonna disrespect Four Eyes like that though.
Nigga, Four Eyes, Chaos. I used to see all them niggas.
Four Eyes the guy.
Yeah.
They had
we
him on the
used-
news.
We was on like nigga. I
They
used
had
to
Four
see
Eyes
them
on the
all
news.
time.
Didn't he move to like
Yeah.
Oregon or something?
Who?
Chaos.
Chaos is he
Nah,
was
yeah, he worked for
was
Nike.
for a while,
He
but he's
worked for
back
Nike.
now, right?
Nah, he's
Like, he's in
LA.
Cali.
He's still out.
He's in
He's
Cali,
still out
okay.
there.
He's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
LA.
yeah.
No, he went to Oregon because he worked for Nike,
Nike,
and then
yeah.
Okay.
he
Yeah, was
came
out
back
there.
here, and now he's back in LA. So, but yeah, I'm gonna see him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
See them all the
Man,
time.
I ain't heard that name in a while, man.
We need to get him on the pod when he come down here too.
Oh,
Yeah, we do
he's
need
dying
to
to get him this
Chaos
pod
out
because
here.
he be talking shit about what we talking about.
Yeah. So when he's here, he's gonna be on the pod. Like for sure.
I just did an album with Chaos last year,
Wow.
The second. Well,
second one.
Kings of Ice.
Kings of Vice
2.
Volume 2.
and it's
Yeah.
fire though.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really
Man,
good. You
gotta
should
give
listen
it
to
a
it.
listen, man.
Yeah, you should listen to it.
I would love to.
I don't promote my shit on here like that because that's not what this is for. This
you
is for,
should.
you know what I mean?
Man,
But
you
it's
better
okay.
drop them shameless plugs, bro. I need to talk about a couple products right on here.
Oh shit, man. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick. I want to talk about this whole. I don't understand why people when they're a guest on a podcast or radio broadcast, they feel bad about plugging their product. I don't.
He's shameless, like
Because it sounds
Rick
sounds
Ross
like an
selling
interview.
lemon pepper and all that.
Niggas don't want to sound thirsty.
Yeah,
I guess
it sounds like
but
an interview now. You know what I'm saying? And the point
No,
of
but
be thirsty.
I don't.
nigga.
I don't get it. It's like
Drink deep.
Yeah, like this is what I do. I'm
Drink
gonna
deep
promote
from
it.
the
But-
fountain of promotion.
here's the thing, and this is one thing that I always look at. Like I always want to know more about the person when they don't talk about what they're doing.
No.
But at some point, you got to get to the product, bro, because we at some point we're selling stuff.
I got to know what you're doing, but I want to know about the person.
That's what I'm saying. Just like like when the artist says it or the whoever is like, oh, sorry, but shameless plug. Like it's like, no, nigga, this is what you do. I don't get it, man.
All right,
talk about the software.
new King's Advice coming soon.
There you go. Throw it out there.
There you go.
It's like, because to me it seems like, hey, like this is what you are passionate about. This is what you trying to do for a living, or like this is what like you do, right? And you're just like, nah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think social media made plugging corny because everybody's trying to sell you something.
Yeah, trying to sell you something continuously.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that-
So that, I mean, it makes it corny. Like it's just like now it's like it's hard to tell people, yo, I got a podcast. Now you sound like, you know what I mean?
Telling niggas that you got a podcast nowadays is like telling niggas that
Rap.
you was a
Like you got a
rapper in
tattoo.
like the early 2000s. Like everybody got the studio at the crib.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like I be trying. They be like, oh yeah, you got a podcast. Word. So back to what we were talking about. Yeah, I don't get the same response.
I stopped saying
That doesn't happen.
I was a music producer years ago. I never said that.
Yeah, but
Yo, what do you do? I do sound design.
Yeah, right.
Sound design.
most people don't want to talk about it because for the most part, everybody got 3-4 hustles, and we just don't know what people be doing.
Yeah.
So don't nobody want to hear about all your extra side things, like
Or they just assume it's just trash.
Yes, there's a lot of that
Yeah.
going around. But when it comes to this software thing, like I don't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to
But
this
see, I don't think that's a saturated market like
software,
music is.
yeah.
Well, if you
because it
say
require-
tech,
it
if you say tech, that might.
tech is saturated, but software requires something that you don't have to have to
Right,
be.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That requires talent and will. And most people don't. Even if you have a little talent, they don't have the will to be good at it. So they just kind of
I got to talk
find
to
a
you
little
off mic about
space
some
and
shit.
just.
man.
So did we at any point? I don't. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Did we get a moment to spotlight and talk about what it is that you do?
Yeah.
We did.
Well,
We know. I don't think we did.
I remember that
Yeah.
tequila.
I mean, we did talk about what you do with VCs, but I don't know if there's something else that you wanted to go into.
Yeah, like break it
Yeah, man,
down
go
for
crazy,
us,
man.
brother.
Yeah, we got an official, and that's my guy Strat is here, man. We have an official product that we're launching that is going to change the way we look at like all objects. So
Yes, we can talk about that.
yeah, no, so we can talk about it. So it's really an AR product, which is just augmented reality, and so people get confused, right? Like the difference between 3D and augmented reality and all that. So
Oh, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Difference between VR and AR.
So whether or not you're wearing the headset or not. So augmented reality is like when I use my phone
okay,
and I
gotcha.
show an object and you see
Gotcha.
another object there, that's AR, right?
Gotcha.
So when you're in virtual reality, that's fully immersed, like you're inside of the thing.
Got you.
So two things. One is we're now working with Florida Memorial University. So right now you can take a course online and be in a full room, right? You can actually walk your avatar into the room, pick a chair, sit in a chair, get that lesson and all of that, but then you can return back to the room and watch the replay as if you were there during the time in the room. So classes are more like you can actually see it and hear it. The way that it was actually
Talk to
happening.
him.
Yeah.
Stop. I knew you was gonna do this. I knew you was gonna do that.
Talk to him.
So that's and I'm gonna say this, but it hasn't been approved yet. But we're redoing we're doing the City of Miami Gardens. Every thing that they have will be online. You'll be able to walk into their courthouse buildings and pay your tag or all of these things. We're doing at casino because they haven't. Well, this is where my $1 billion idea comes in. Literal billion. Because
do you want to say this now?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because FIFA is coming to Miami Gardens to their thing. So this whole virtual thing for those who can't afford tickets, you'll be able to
The
go
soccer
to.
shit?
Yeah.
Word?
In 2026.
Wait.
The game? The game. Yeah. 2026.
What?
We gonna fight.
Yeah.
No, because
yeah.
he thinks it's all bullshit.
Oh no, we're doing that.
No, it's no.
Show.
No, let me hear.
Did he not say this was bullshit?
He absolutely
He said this was bullshit.
Said it was
Impossible. It's not going to happen.
it's not
20,
gonna happen
50
for-
years.
Yeah, and I was telling him like this is very soon.
Okay,
This is coming.
This is my thing, and this is why it's so funny because I'm
And my brother is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Come on,
We already
man.
got versions
We
of
right
it
here.
running right now.
no, I'm a tech guy. And that's
He said,
so.
nah,
The hang up that I had. So okay, so the argument that I differ from them two is me. I see, VR, AR, metaverse, all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see it as becoming a household. Now, when we say household, I'm talking about like how we all have phones, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say that's quite a ways away, right?
Like yesterday?
No.
It's yesterday.
Talk to him. He right here.
No. What I'm saying is this. Because
He right here.
no, this is coming from somebody who has 2 VR headsets in their house. I'm very aware.
And then you're
ain't
talking to the
far.
man that's actually building it. But go
I
ahead.
know, but what I'm saying when I'm talking about mainstream is when all of us will have, I got the headsets, I'm here. Like we're all doing. That's what I'm talking
He
about.
said, he
He's
said 50
partially
years.
right, though.
He said 50 years out.
Hell no. So
No, I didn't say 50 years out. I give it.
You said we wouldn't see it in
I
our
give it-
lifetime. You did say that.
So he's partially right. Let me explain. So you're partially right in the sense that people are not about to be walking around outside with a virtual headset on.
Yes.
Right. But the step in between that is AR, which we're already
Yes.
doing.
And that's what Apple's coming out with is their.
Well, Apple just wants to dominate the hardware side of it, right?
Yeah.
AR, anybody can develop it. So what we're doing, the part I was going to tell you guys is everything becomes a live object. So how we have friends, Fahamu, Fabian, all of them who have art, do these murals around the city, we're making them live. So literally whatever story they want to be told, you literally just hold your phone. And it shows, and this is any object in space. If you want that chair, anything. So for black businesses, what this does is it allows them to be able to tell their story without having to go through advertising channels. So everything becomes live. So this is a product we're about to roll out now. So
You sure you should be saying this?
yes.
Like so.
So it
We're
sounds like
done
now
with it,
we got to
that's why.
protect you now.
No, we're
right?
done with it. But the thing is, you have the socials and all that, but it's dominated by the algorithm. You should be able to walk up to a coffee shop instead of reading the menu and just be able to see what the food looks like and all that on your device. You don't have to go through all of these changes or QR codes are very ugly. Why isn't everything in the universe just live? Like literally, we're making all of these objects live.
Yeah.
And so the revenue model for that is crazy.
Do you know?
Because every object in the known universe can become.
Yeah, like that's
That's why I'm saying, like, should we? You know what I mean?
he said,
We done. It's too late now. It's
too late.
It's
He
too
done-
late.
he
We done
already
already.
talked.
It's out there.
No, but we've already done it. We already tested.
Right.
it
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Like,
But so like what that in that is literally like direct to consumer,
Yes.
right? Like just there is no
it
middleman.
doesn't get more direct than
Yeah.
than that. Like,
Everybody looking for the plug, right?
yeah,
That's what tech is.
yeah.
Tech is the plug. You literally have been able to Google any information you wanted for the last, 15 years, 20 years now.
And now
At
this
least.
goes one.
Yes, and this takes that
even less
information
friction,
and
yeah.
makes it actionable because, we just see things all the time, but you don't know who owns this, what it is, what's the story behind this.
Right.
You should just be able to take action on it. But everybody gets to own their story. So if it's my building, I get to say that. What video or whatever it is that plays. So you get to tell your own story.
Huh.
Eventually we'll do faces.
It's getting a little closer to Minority Report when you walk down the street and it's hey you come over here to
But weren't they like pre-doing things in Minority, like before you commit a crime? Wasn't that?
yeah, that thing was
well, that
predicting
part,
crime.
but I mean
That's racial
like
profiling. They already do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's a
that,
whole
that,
podcast.
that would be frightening. Like you walking down the street and then the billboard's like, "Hey, Brian,
But that's gonna be a thing.
come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
What,
Yo, man, what niggas stop
you
using my
doing?
government?
What's
What's up with y'all niggas, yo?
What? As much as y'all niggas violate my government on
Man,
this
but I
show,
say excuse me every time.
like, come on,
Niggas use my government.
You can just cut
Wow,
it
like
out,
niggas.
bro.
Bar and self. Hey, illustrate. Yo, that would be even. That would be actually be even more frightening if
What's
they
that?
use
Why?
Your, if they use your moniker.
But why-
Like,
why?
Hey, illustrate.
Well, not
Yeah,
that.
'cause-
far.
Well, I mean,
That's,
but-
that's
well-
a level of intimate knowledge that.
No,
yeah,
not
you
really,
don't
because that's
want,
what I
like,
use on like platforms. So
Yeah.
But think about this. Like, I know people be like, "Oh, I don't want my privacy," but can you imagine being able to walk into whatever Target, whatever store you want, right? And then they say, "Yo, I know I got this, and this item lined up for you because I know that."
That's what King
This-
Show wants.
So,
Yeah.
so that's too far for right now. So the way we're taking it right now is you walk up to the macaroni and cheese and you just hover over it, and then it gives you meal ideas,
With
or
your
it
phone.
says it's cheaper at the other store. And so
Never
now we
mind.
have retailers. So every product. Remember I told you every product in the known universe
Yeah.
becomes a product.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
literally,
yeah,
like
yeah.
meal recipes, or if it's Tuesday, it'd be like it's Taco Tuesday. So you looking at these shells, they'd be like, "Oh, you can get this, and we'll give it to you on sale." So there can be immediate action from companies to customers without stores having to reprint labels and put things back on the shelf.
Okay, because I want to piggyback.
Oh,
on
so
that.
this gonna be the next time you want a pod then?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, this is we we potting dangerously.
nah, I mean it's just a consumer product. It's no different than billboards. It's when those people open that market, people was like, "Don't nobody want to see no sign on the side of the road." Now it's everywhere, but it's antiquated, right? Don't nobody have time to read your 1-800. You know what I mean? Like while you're
Yeah.
driving and all
Yeah,
that, we have
yeah.
too many distractions. They said radio would never die. That is
Dead.
not true. Like other
Dead,
things,
dead.
but it was a way for them to advertise while you were doing something like driving to work. People don't drive to work like that anymore. So it's time for something new, and we're introducing those products because everybody got a phone all the time.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
and that's the key.
All
That's
the
a
time.
fact.
So why are these objects not live? Like you ever seen a car? You'd be like, damn, what kind of car is that? Or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you should be able to do something with this information, and the advertiser should be able to reach people directly. Now you don't have to go through the Googles. You don't have to go through the other. Just directly.
Yep.
Now you said this is going to be on. This is a separate app, right?
Yes, it's a
That
separate app.
Okay,
But we're actually trying to name it now.
gotcha.
So we might come up with one on this show. We
I
can't
feel
come up
like
with a
you
name now. The software done, man. It don't matter. The thing is, what you're gonna do? Go learn how to do it, and then become a. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the market is so huge. There are 8
See,
billion
see how
people on the
scary I
planet.
am? You know what I'm saying? Like see how
Bro, you can't be scared. What
see,
they gonna do?
Exactly. See how like you
This
know
software, man.
See how
already
see how
said
white
what they gonna
supremacy.
do.
Yeah,
what they
gonna
gonna
You know
do?
what I mean?
Software. What? I'm gonna be in like John Gotti, the guy that then like software.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm gonna use words like Microsoft Office and all that. Like,
Right.
man,
Some
that ain't-
bullshit.
That's non-threatening, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he typing up documents everywhere. Like that's.
I don't know, man. Like, hey, we seen trailer for that new Tetris, and it seemed like it was way more than a video game.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
was looking at. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm
Like why they went
yo,
through so much for a video game?
Hey,
Yeah.
Like
yo.
niggas had
There are no
guns
original
to their head.
ideas, right? They redone every movie that we ever known and loved, bro. Like how many Spider-Mans we up to now?
that's a lot.
They're
probably 10.
Probably about like
No. In that
eight.
It's a lot.
8.
all together.
I mean, the
Spider-Man
franchise is
movies.
beautiful, but I'm saying, man, like
More to
these
come.
ideas, we need
8.
fresh ideas, man. That's what get people. That's what makes people spend.
Yeah.
Is fresh ideas. When
Yeah, like
something
Friends. That was a
new-
new
Friends, the show
I'm being funny.
that came. Wasn't that Living Single with a
Yeah,
wife?
exactly.
Living Single,
Exactly.
Vanilla.
I mean, they literally stole that. You would never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Vanilla
literally
Living
stole
Single.
that shit.
Yeah, that's all that.
They
was.
literally stole that.
But we still love Living Single, so we should just.
Oh, I still watch
Yes,
Living
we
Single
do.
to this day.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like my wife's favorite show of all time.
really Living Single.
Yeah, that's
Man,
It's
my
one
wife
of them, man. It was a great show.
yeah.
You'll experience this. One day you're gonna get married and your wife's gonna watch the same fucking show
I've been married before. I've been married before.
every fucking day, 8 hours a fucking day. Bro.
She just can reruns. Just keep it going.
love it.
Hey, man, you know.
I'm not exaggerating.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So
Yeah.
for the women that hear this,
Well, Are you bowing out?
Nah, man, I'm just about to keep our show going. So today we
Now talk about it, King.
no, today we watching
right.
Power.
Oh, we didn't introduce.
We didn't introduce.
okay.
You know, we watching the
Oh,
show.
that's some slick ass shit you just.
we
pulled.
watching the show.
Yeah, I know.
Power. No, seriously, man. Yeah.
Okay.
On demand.
All right. Yeah, we are watching Power on Demand, but
We watching
I want to know.
Power.
I want to know what show you tired of seeing.
No, she don't watch shit. She don't. If there's anything that she watches right now, it's Abbott Elementary.
Okay,
that's a dope show.
That's a dope show.
Excellent show.
That's a dope
I never
Yeah.
really got into it, but this the shows I've watched have been pretty.
It's like
good.
The Office, but
Yeah,
the way they
yeah,
cut
yeah,
the
yeah.
scenes, right? And with the
Exactly.
You watch Southside?
No, I've never seen.
Southside.
Oh, the Chicago show.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I watched it.
yeah.
It's over, right? I watched all of
Nah,
the episodes.
nah.
Oh,
They
there's
just
more.
started. They just started season 3.
It's like an Aaron's Rental or something, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
it's the greatest black comedy since Martin.
You reaching?
No, I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm
know
not at
about
all.
all
You're
that.
reaching.
How?
Is it that funny though?
Yes,
I mean, we still watching Martin, by the way.
that's what I'm saying.
My daughter has started. My 12-year-old has started
Watch
watching
Southside.
Martin. Like,
Watch Southside.
Southside's funny, but it
Yeah.
hasn't got me to that level yet. Nah.
Martin, bro.
Well, I mean, but
Jerome,
y'all
come
niggas
on.
like Fast and Furious though.
You can't just, that is
I mean, them movies
Number
are good,
10.
man.
it's
Yeah, I
good,
know.
man.
Y'all keep using the word good. We have to come up with a different word. Like, they're consistent.
Yeah,
They're
thank
very
you.
consistent.
Thank you.
Hey, there.
Have you watched all of them? Have y'all watched?
Bro,
Not all 10.
I watched,
Not all 10.
I'm not watching
Where
all
did you
10.
stop?
I think I stopped
2.
like 6 or 7, but I
But it
saw the
don't- it
last
don't
one
really-
with the cable, and I was like, this is just,
6 wasn't good.
it wasn't good enough for
See
me to
what I'm
like
saying?
It
keep.
was fucking great.
See what I'm saying?
I just didn't want to keep. It's like
what I'm saying?
Jumanji, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Because
It's
they,
like,
they
I
only
can't
made 2
love it.
Jumanji. No, they made 3 Jumanjis.
I mean, but
They
you
should've
have
made
to
none.
you have to face a reality that y'all two might be the only niggas that like this shit.
No, that is absolutely not true. Because
no. That
It's all the
believe
dudes
in
with the
it.
little
there
Civics
would-
that make
there
all
would
that
be no
noise.
budget. There
With
would
the
be
what?
no
Them little
budget.
Civics, like shout out to all the dudes with the Civic, that loud ass pipe.
Yeah, I had a Civic.
Yeah,
I had a hatchback.
I
with
hate
pipe on it?
In real life,
And
I
right
could
now they
shit.
drive the same car.
Wow.
Look, in
They
real
both
life,
own the same vehicle.
I
bro.
hate the Civics with the loud pipes. You motherfuckers are ignorant as hell.
Fast and Furious.
Like I can't stand that shit.
Fast
It's
and
about
Fast
family.
and
Fast and Furious.
and
Yo,
Furious.
Those movies, as ridiculous as they have been, now I'll admit the ridiculousness, but they still managed to pull that shit off well.
Hey, man.
That's all I'm saying.
I disagree, but okay.
You've only watched like 2 of them.
Because that was 2 was enough.
they're
Because they
like-
kept making the same one.
There's 9 movies right now, bro.
They're all
They're
the
worth
same.
watching at home.
And they're
If
good.
you're at home,
I'm definitely not going to a theater.
No, I'm not spending no money.
No, I'm not spending money. I'm not going to a theater.
They went from being
Well, they
street
know me.
criminals.
I don't go to theaters at all.
They went from being street racers to international criminals, nigga.
Yeah. they really did. They're like 00 agents now, like for the most part.
How are y'all like?
Hey, man. They're on number 10, man. They doing something right.
And I think I'm trying to make y'all explain this, and I shouldn't.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like it.
You gotta
know what I mean?
suspend
They're
your
on number 10.
disbelief, man.
They're on number 10.
And they're probably going to do 11.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
need,
it's already planned.
they needed to stop with that last one, but this new one looks good. That's
See?
the crazy part. The
Like
new
what-
one looks good.
What do you mean it looks good?
It looks amazing. It looks more grounded.
It's all money shots.
It looks more grounded
Bro.
than the last one. The last one had Ludacris and Tyrese in outer space in a car.
Ludacris not in this one?
Yeah, he's in this one.
I
I'm
thought
sure
Tyrese
he
was
is.
kicked out of the franchise.
Nah.
No.
They brought him back.
He's still in it.
All right, so one
Rock said
thing I
he
look-
ain't fucking with it no more.
I alluded to my film classes earlier, right?
Yeah.
One thing they showed you, when you shoot a trailer, give them the money shots.
Oh, it's all money shots.
And if it has a lot of money shots, that means the movie is ass.
the whole movie is
no
money
story.
shots.
We've seen the whole movie in
Yeah,
what, 30
like
second trailer.
explosions, skirt. It's all about family. Like, come on, man.
It
What we
is,
doing here?
man.
Hey, man. you
It
know.
is all about family.
It's all
though.
about family.
It is all about family. though. I do agree with that.
The same tagline every movie.
Yeah, they've been on this family shit. Like, yo,
Hey, man. Dom got a lot of family, man.
Hey, Dom has a complicated
man, I'm starting to.
family
I don't know,
connection.
man.
It's hilarious.
My respect for y'all's like,
But that is
yeah, it's sliding. It's sliding.
sliding.
It's sliding a little bit.
Okay, whatever.
Because y'all niggas put me onto some great movies, but Y'all wildin'.
It's all right.
Really?
Yeah, man. Everybody got those questionable movies. It's like, you like that? So
Yeah, man. Big Trouble in Little China is like one of my favorite movies of all
great.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
that's
classic.
great.
It's one of my favorites.
you ever
I
seen
agree.
Cotton Comes to Harlem?
I love
a great
that
film.
Yeah, man. Like
a
you
great
watch
film.
Fred Sanford,
It's a
or
great
not
film.
Fred Sanford, Red Fox in his original, like,
It's a great film.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like, man, seeing him like that was like weird because I had never seen him before in anything other than
Yeah.
comedy.
No, that's a great film. Now, these two niggas, these niggas get in this horror genre. I don't fuck with horror movies.
Yeah, I don't watch horror movies.
It's not even horror, man. It's like it's thriller, man. He don't fuck with the Korean thrillers, man.
Yeah.
And them shits
That's horror.
is some of the best cinema out there, man.
I've never even seen the.
Now he'll
The
send me.
Handmaiden, Ichi the Killer.
There you go. See where I'm going?
I
You see
saw
where
the
I'm going?
devil.
Old boy.
Old boy. Come on, man.
You ever seen Old Boy?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. It's not horror. It's wild. That's it.
Old Boy is super wild. Not the Spike Lee version, but the original.
Yeah. It's wild. That's about it.
Yeah, it's good.
Ichi the Killer is crazy.
Audition, I never finished.
The
Oh,
audition was
you should watch
nuts.
the. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Nah,
You gotta get to the end of that
one.
movie,
The
man.
one
You
bullshit
have
we
to.
watched. The with the girl, with the little girl and her mom, and she was
Hereditary.
that was
Bro,
That
that
shit
also
was
talking
good,
about
man.
Tubi earlier, so
that
you
was
know.
no that's not too be.
Tubi is
You love
wild, yo. I
you
see
love
these clips
Tubi for a
online.
different reason.
Yeah, I like Tubi for a way
That's
different
all.
Tubi makes you feel like you can make a movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it
very
does.
inspiring.
Yeah,
All they did was this.
yeah,
Yeah.
And they on Tubi?
yeah.
Oh, they got that off.
No, I could definitely make a movie.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure of that.
Just cut it into 4 scenes. Now you got a movie.
Yeah, we got cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Pull
Hey,
it.
we
do
we
that.
getting closer and closer to our Tubi special.
Right.
I promise you.
We could do that.
We could.
A Black on Purpose production.
Yeah.
Tubi
Hey, man,
movie.
we should just do one just because.
That'd be great.
Just
like
just
that
shoot one
idea.
just because.
I
No
like that
plot,
idea.
just
No,
a
no.
day in the life.
Just a day in the
The
life
plot is
of
when
black men.
when tech goes wrong
Yeah.
and somebody just like they count on your app to do something and it just goes crazy.
Hey man, I actually thought about having somebody follow me for like a week, right? Because the stuff we do, man, the people we come in contact with and all is like unbelievable. It's literally like the stuff you use every day,
Right.
Like, whether you on a plane or like people just have no clue, but it's like our everyday, you know what I'm saying, products that you use, bro. So it's like, but I also, you know, have been followed well, not followed, but stalked recent. So I'm cool
That's
right now.
good.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm cool right now. I'm cool
You're
on that.
definitely going to be followed.
It's been happening.
But damn,
Women. It's
no,
women.
no, I'm talking about women. I'm talking about white niggas.
Oh, well, you know. I hadn't had those issues, but yeah. I mean,
yeah,
we
you
do
don't,
business,
yeah,
but,
you don't, yeah.
but yeah, putting yourself out there is wow.
That's why I keep saying like, shoot, we be talking about this.
No, not from a business perspective.
GBI
it's
is
just
up the street.
It's just, oh, we good, bro. I got a top secret clearance.
Oh, you got the top
we
secret
talking.
clearance?
Yeah, I used to work with the federal courts.
Okay.
So
yeah.
yeah.
My mom got the
Shit,
top
so
secret.
you
other
already
branch of
think about
government.
you already
Yeah.
think okay
Yeah.
It's just I'm already there, man. What you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
See, that's what I
mom's
like
got
to
that
hear.
shit. I that's an actual thing.
Your mom does need
I
that.
didn't know that was like a thing
Oh, yeah.
until like I was talking and she was like, "Nah, like certain government jobs you get the top secret."
They pull up on your family and your friends like the feds go to
What's up
your
with this
people's
nigga?
house.
They
and
run
ask
your
real
whole
questions.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they verify your parents. Like, are they your actual parents? They go and pull your actual records.
yeah. They run your whole
But
shit.
you not about to fake your way through that.
Are you a public agitator?
Yep.
Are you affiliated with
you a
public
rabble rouser?
agitators?
Being a rapper should about to be a category on there. They have some dangerous ass lives, right?
Yeah, I guess that would count.
Rappers definitely. hanging out. But yeah, so that's one of the things you
Damn,
do,
I
man.
wanna
You be a
I
public
guess I
service
can say-
person.
Yeah,
and
fuck rappers.
You know, you kind of
yeah.
lead a different life.
I hate them. Except you, Tex. You cool.
He rapping out here?
Oh, he's amazing.
Rapping. He's rapping.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No,
My
I'll send you some of
apologies.
his work. No, he's amazing.
Bro, you ain't even send me your album. You just told me you finished the whole project.
Well, it's not completed. It's not out.
I ain't gonna leak it, bro. Just let me hear it.
No, I got you. Yeah,
He be holding out on that project, boy. Man, it's just dusted it
Nah,
off.
but
Like,
I
come
mean, yeah, just Google me.
on. Oh, he took that from me last week. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, that's a powerful statement in the room. You just Google
No,
me.
real shit.
Just Google me.
Illustrate.
If you
Google
put in,
me.
so for those that are listening, if you type in Calvin Brown and technology,
And I
I'm the
did.
first
And I did do
35 things that you can click.
No, you were like the third thing that came up.
What you mean the third thing, bro? Come on.
No, I mean it was some other bullshit.
No.
No, it was some
Number
Calvin
one.
Brown obituary and all that shit. And then
If you type, somebody pull their phone out.
Are you SEO shaming? No, like,
Pull their phone out, bro.
shaming.
I know he trying to demote me. I'm on the
no,
show and
bro,
he demote me
I'm
right
trying
in my
to
face.
I'm trying to tell you what happened.
Calvin Brown
But
technology.
it did come up. It did. No, I didn't put technology behind it.
But bro, how many? That's a very common name. How people will capture.
I did put tech behind it.
Yeah.
But it was like one nigga, it was an obituary. I was like, that's clearly not him.
Wow. Bro, you got to cut this.
Hey man,
The man that demoted me to number 3 behind a dead man.
Look, first thing come up, Software King. Hashtag.
Come on, man. This is in Google.
Number
hey man,
one.
holla.
International with this thing.
Twitter,
Man,
Software
So no, I'm like the
King.
left hand, nigga. Don't do that.
I am Calvin Brown. First thing
this
come
dude
up.
every time with the I can't give him the fist bump with the left hand. He's out
No.
from Indiana, man. What is this? I mean, I know in certain countries.
It's highly disrespectful.
In certain countries, like in
Because
Turkey.
these 5 fingers go straight to the soul of man. Love
I never heard that.
and
that what
hate.
this was
Yes, you have.
Oh, love and hate.
Love and hate.
Do the right thing.
That's really what niggas be on that about.
Okay.
Don't
I
give me
don't-
a pound with your left hand because if you pound me with your left hand, you hate me.
so
I didn't know
Spike
that's
Lee
where that
started
came
this.
Pound me with your right. That's love. So
I
don't
didn't know
you
that's
know,
where that came from. I just know it's a
This
thing.
from Radio Raheem though.
That's radio
whole
right here.
thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really what that's
That's
about.
where it came
So
from.
in certain countries though, you know, they used to wipe with a different hand and all that, so you didn't use that hand. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Oh, because you wipe your ass with your
Yeah.
okay.
You know what I'm saying. But we're not there. So when you were saying, I'm like, bro, come on.
I mean,
all
I don't
right.
know, man. I just grew up like that.
Back to we have a clean clip of this. Back to the fact that I told you I'm coming up first on that. Like, bro, I've been around 2 decades.
No, it did
doing
come
this
up
thing.
though. It did come up though.
Yeah, but you demoted me.
First thing.
I didn't try to. I'm just saying like
He
I had
googling Calvin Brown worldwide, like anybody, somebody, anybody.
anybody,
Brown.
everybody,
Like an obituary. This dude's
anybody,
like 90-something years old.
scream.
Yes, he came up first. He's been around longer.
Yeah, I mean, because that's not like that's a very black ass name.
It is a very black name.
Very much
and my
so.
mom was like, she was watching soap opera. She's very young. Shout out to my parents, still together to this day. But she was very young. And she was
Shout out to
watching
Black
soap
Love.
operas, bro. And she was like, one of the characters' name was Calvin. She was like, that's it. That's
Damn.
it. She didn't give it no more.
So how
thought.
did you feel about that whole era of
McDonald's commercials.
McDonald's commercials?
Yeah, I didn't really appreciate that too much. They'd be like, Calvin got a job, like
Calvin
literally,
got a
like
job.
everywhere. Bro. He's on his way to work.
That had to fuck with you because that was like part of the culture for a minute.
Yes,
Because it was like
a
if you're a
big-
Calvin, you're on your way.
And them
But maybe that was
commercials.
positive though.
Calvin.
No, man.
Maybe
It
that was
like-
positive.
I have a really big family, so it's like you come in the house, they be like, he got a new job. And it's like, yeah, you couldn't sleep on that. But yeah, everybody got Joan then.
Yeah, I
everybody
guess.
had something. Black families, we were just talking about like black families don't care, bro. They like you can have something really wrong with you, and your family like gives you a nickname
Yeah.
about your disability.
Yeah.
Like you stutter and all that, like they'll give you a
Yeah,
nickname about
niggas
like,
call you slow.
yeah,
Slow.
yeah,
Slow.
yeah. You good?
Yeah, man.
I forgot.
It's well, I didn't take my hat off. I'm more, man. See lights. He got me here about to sweat.
I forgot what
This is not power though, is it?
Yeah.
Nah, I forgot what it's John Boyega with the giant robots and the monsters.
That's the
Pacific Rim 2.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
here.
I don't know.
Wow.
And why we never announced
This is
it?
what we got. We were watching Power at first, but Power was like, I only got one episode for you.
No,
and now
I'm apologizing right now, Erica. I'm sorry.
it's
This is all show's fault.
look, John Boyega,
didn't-
man.
We
you
didn't
know
have
what
the
I'm
movie
saying?
ready. We didn't have the movie.
We didn't,
Erica,
but it's
we didn't have the
alright.
movie ready.
It's all
And this
right.
was all show's fault.
So what's
Hey,
the what's
I'll take
the
the blame. I'll
and this
take it.
is for my ignorance. What's the movement behind the British dudes coming and becoming
Yo,
actors in the
I don't
US?
know. I mean, I think it, and you can't just put it on like black actors because it's all actors. I think they're just like classically trained or something, or they have because they can do us better than we can do them.
I don't
Like,
think that's
you ever
true.
hear
for sure.
an American actor try to do like a British person
Yeah.
accent?
Yeah, okay, I
Niggas
see what
have
you're
whole
saying.
careers out here where they fool people, and you're like, wait a minute. Until you see that interview, you're like, I didn't know.
You didn't know.
He's from
Like Idris-
Australia.
Like
or,
Idris Elba.
Yeah, like Idris. Yeah,
Idris Elba.
he
Damson Idris.
He played a
Damson
nigga for a long
Idris.
time.
Yeah, he
On The
did.
Wire, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a long time. And there's a couple of them where you're like, yo, I didn't fucking know that. Even with the white actors, you're like, I hadn't. Rick from Walking Dead. Like, I
He's a
didn't.
British actor.
Yeah.
Fucked me up.
The Cumberbatch dude.
No, he's Australian.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
That's a wild name, man.
Rick is Australian.
It just sound like he got money for no reason.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's not his real name.
Yeah, it is.
That's his whole. That's his actual name.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's not his real
He's
name.
from a whole line of Cumberbatch.
Doctor Strange.
That's not his
Yeah,
name.
nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga that played Doctor Strange
Doctor-
name is
Yes.
Benedict
Yes.
Cumberbatch.
Actual name.
Nah, man. I don't believe that.
From Stephen Strange.
Nah, that
to
nigga name
Benedict
is Stephen
Cumberbatch.
Riken. That's not his name, bro.
That's his name, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You good?
yeah.
You good?
I think they just have a different caliber of acting. Like there's a way they approach it or something. Because
Well, it's probably in the language, like,
nigga.
so people who speak other languages
his nigga
learn
name?
English, but we don't learn other languages. We'd be like, man, why don't you just speak
Yeah,
American? I'd
this
be like,
is
that's
true.
not a language, bro.
Americans are the most arrogant people on the planet. You right.
Yeah,
we go to other countries expecting
And
them
ask
to speak English.
and we're not in England.
And we're not in fucking England. We're not from England.
Nope, never been.
Like,
Well,
none
actually,
of
I
that.
have.
is crazy.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
is
I
true.
mean, the English language is weird as fuck.
And
We
it's
use a lot of
hodgepodge
those same words that mean totally different things.
Yes.
And
right.
if you don't know the culture, it could get confusing.
Yes. So when they learn formal English, like our Asian counterparts, right? You hear them; they have the same cuts in language because the formal word is supposed to be there, but we don't have a way to do the
context.
thing. Yeah, we don't have the way to do things the way they do.
Yeah.
So they just leave out words.
Yeah, the context gets a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does it not
Jax,
feel
can you
like
do
they're
me a favor?
speaking faster? Does it not feel like everybody else
tequila?
speaks at a faster
Faster
pace
pace
than we do?
Absolutely.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe with more passion. Americans
Absolutely.
are pretty,
Yeah. No, our shit is like.
Got them early. See now, you know what I mean?
Hey, what's up, guys?
got the
We're going over there, and they're over there, and we're going over there. Like, we like, wait a minute, nigga, you said like 3 different versions of the same word in one fucking sentence.
Did I ever? Random fact if I didn't go with this before, but there is a correlation in other languages how they have when they talk, their language is more tonal, and that in itself makes them smarter because of their afflections on how they talk.
That's the Japanese all day.
Yeah, Japanese.
African.
Yeah.
Yeah, most African
Africans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Versus us, we don't really do that.
Yeah, we do.
Nah.
Yeah, we do.
We say the same thing
We
louder.
do, nigga. Because wait, hold on. If I say nigga,
No.
you know exactly what that
That's
means.
us,
No,
right?
though.
no,
That's
I don't
us.
mean
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I don't
It's
mean
culture shit.
No,
You mean
I'm
throughout the whole
saying-
lexicon, though,
Oh
of
well,
English.
I guess.
Yeah, but we just say things louder and try to give it more emphasis for the same word, and it don't really. Like,
Yeah, I'm saying like in other languages they have tonal differences where their voice has to go up or down octaves on their
Oh,
words.
to actually say the word.
Yes,
and they
got
have
you.
gender
I got
too.
you.
Like that's another part of it that we don't have is in Spanish, bro. You can use pretty much the same word and replace a letter. It's a different gender to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so we don't have any of that, bro. We call everybody guys. And they say if you don't know the gender of somebody in English, you just refer to them as a man.
Man.
That's pretty.
Oh yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, we different.
Yeah, 'cause
That's why you can't go other places. You offend people when you use the language that we use.
I'm out of pocket.
Say you're out of pocket.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about it because, well, I'm saying, like, I'm not saying America, but niggas.
English.
Niggas.
They're like basically
No,
change your
niggas.
language to fit this.
Because we could say some wild shit. Like, we could say bitch, and it means something different.
That's the African coming out of us, I think. Because just like you said, we could be like nigga. Then it's like nigga.
Like, oh, what you got to tell me?
And then nigga. Like
This nigga.
this nigga. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but we do communicate more in sound as African people. We do.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting
Because
at.
you know, will take you, you know, depending on you get that. You know.
Oh my God, nigga,
So much is said in just that.
nigga.
Yeah, so much is said in that expression.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife says something that it triggers me every time. I'll do something. She'll be like, no, she'll be like, cute.
Yeah.
It's like, now I want to fight. Like,
Cute.
I feel like you wild disrespecting me right now.
What you mean by that?
Yeah, like what's up with you?
Women and their words, man. It's, you know, having two girls, man. You learn that they master language very early to get everything they
They
need.
master posture. They master like feeling and
They just collect information.
bruh,
They advanced.
Yeah.
super advanced.
Yeah, that they are.
Super
They have to
advanced.
use their words to get what they want. They can't just bully their way through. Boys, you just like, you know, at the end of the day, you just, you could just take
Right.
what you want.
Give me.
Yes. But they literally
Women
use
gotta
language. Yes. And their goal is to motivate you to want to do something.
Oh,
That requires a
this nigga
certain
talking.
level of like intellect. Like literally.
real
Because
shit.
you don't want them to just do it. You want them to be convinced that this is what you should be doing.
Yeah, they gotta
Yeah,
make it
this is
feel
what's
like,
best for
like
you.
it's your idea.
Oh, we've been getting played this whole time.
Dance, clowns, dance is all this. Just dance.
We've been getting played this whole
We
time.
know better, bro. We just
Whole
go along
time.
with it. We go along with it. Come on, man. You know better.
Whole thing was fine.
Whole thing was foul.
Yeah, we know.
We still gotta get that on there.
Hey, we will.
But I mean,
Thought it was gold medal flower. Thought it was Kane, but he had a gold medal flower.
I didn't know he was saying for years.
I still don't know what that nigga
Gold
saying.
medal flower.
What the fuck is that?
Gold medal is a brand of flour.
oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I had no. So gold medal. So he thought he had cocaine.
But it was gold
But it
medal
was gold
flour.
medal flour.
You never knew that.
Put the left in the pounds and put it down
Yeah.
quick. If
Get
it's
this shit
going
over
down, let's get it over with. What? Put the left in the
He
put the
thought-
left in the
he thought-
pounds.
He thought he had cane, but it was gold medal flour. So the dude sold him a bag of flour.
I live by the sword. 3 blind, crippling, crazy senior citizens.
You know, I respect
I
Willie D.
live
I
by
actually
the
follow him
sword.
online, but so Willie D, Silk the Shocker, there's a few, bro.
Stop! Don't do that. Don't
do
ever.
that to Willie.
Don't do that
Not
to Willie D,
Silk.
bro.
Come
nah,
on,
we
man.
can't do that.
Nah,
to Willie,
we not doing
man.
that to Willie
Nah,
D,
we
bro.
can't
He
do
was
that to
held up
Willie.
because he was with one of the
What
greatest.
you mean?
Not Silk.
Bro, so
Nigga.
you're just listening to a Willie D album on
Fuck
any
yes.
occasional day.
Yes.
Bro. This
Willie
is like
D?
them Fast and Furious movies. Come on, man.
Nah, that was
Come
good.
on, man.
That was good. That was good.
Bro, I mean,
Not
much
Silk.
Willie D?
respect for him. He's an amazing boxer from what I saw.
No, he's a no.
Turn the
He,
lights off, turn the lights on. I'm still there. Nah, nigga. Nah, Silk.
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Silk
Don't-
used to
don't
just
do that.
stumble over.
Don't.
You ever listen
Willie
to
D
those
was
things?
never that though.
He was never good, bro. He was never good at rap. I mean,
You
being
never heard
with Brad
You
is
never
like,
heard homie don't play that.
Yes.
See, now I got to get crazy, bro.
Man,
Man, nah, we can't do that.
Nobody is like at a party and then that Willie D come on. They be like, "Oh, I remembered." Like nobody's doing that.
Yeah, bald head
No.
bitch.
Okay.
Bald head hoe.
Yeah.
What's
So
a bald head hoe?
maybe in a mix, bro. But come on, man.
I'm wild.
You just not pulling out no Willie D. Like,
Yes, you are. Willie D got classics. Nobody's putting
and
out
nobody
shit.
came for Silk
I
Shock. They
make
just
big
let that
money.
die.
I drive big cars. Everybody knows me.
Don't know.
It's like I'm a superstar.
Late that
Because
night.
it's on one of the hardest
Something ain't
songs.
right.
I mean, that was like 3 summers that song was killing.
But that's
mean-
him though. You can't say that for Silk the Shock. Don't do that.
But the
Don't do that.
flow is just, come on, man.
That shit's classic.
But he was with Brad, bro. Come on. Scarface,
I mean,
top
yeah. That nigga said it was phenomenal.
top 10.
I mean, you right. You right. But at the same time, don't do that to Willie D.
Not-
man.
not
Not,
Silk.
not, not Silk.
I have
not
much
Silk.
respect.
Not Silk.
You
though.
saying not that far
Not
down
Silk.
the
Not Silk.
Not Silk.
Nah.
Silk, we talking about
Silk
Lil-
like just showed
Lil
up for the
Nas
job,
X
like,
and, like,
completely
you know what I mean?
unqualified. It was just
yeah,
like,
like,
what we doing in here? Oh, you need to be a rapper? Okay, cool. I'll do
He
this.
lied on the
when
resume.
when you talk about
And
when
still
you say
got the
Silk,
job.
you talk about like niggas I don't
As an
even
executive.
expect to
As an
rap.
executive, right?
Willie D's a
They
rapper.
put him in the big office. He was like, just sign these checks. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because Ice-T wasn't the greatest rapper.
but Cop Killer and all that had a message, bro. You can't think of anything.
Willie D,
I mean, yeah, he's right.
he had a message. He'd knock you the fuck out if you play too much. Like he was the first nigga. He was the first nigga to say, "Fuck around and find out."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's Willie D.
I respect him as a boxer, but bro,
Fuck around and find out.
Raps were
You think I'm a rapper? Test me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
they was during that time. That's amazing. That's when you had balance in the group, though. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
The group was balanced.
Yep.
It wasn't like everybody was
Yeah.
trying to be an all-star. It was like,
Yeah. And I like that they had that conversation and you could hear him saying that. Like, yo, yeah, you did your thing. But I understand what he was.
Scarface is a living legend, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's
Living
absolutely.
legend,
he's
bro.
top 10 all time.
Absolutely.
Bro, he's
Definitely top
his
10.
wordplay is amazing. Like,
I mean, his honesty.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because the dude was like, this nigga's crazy. Like, he's
We didn't really peep that he was talking about suicide a lot.
fam. This nigga's
Man, his whole
he's a schizophrenic.
musical career was dark. I mean, you made a whole song about like killing somebody, dying, and then having to answer for that after you died.
His name is
Like,
Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He didn't, you know what I mean? Like
beyond the Scarface movie. Like,
right.
it wasn't about the movie. It was about the mantra, what he was carrying on. Like, nigga, I'm the monster.
Balls in my word.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm a monster. Like, nigga, I'm that guy you don't want to run into.
This is before we knew like suicide
You feel
in that
what
way.
I'm saying?
Like he was
But-
really talking about
bro,
killing
he
himself.
had, bro, this nigga.
I think actually had a couple like not just ideation. I think he actually like attempted it a couple times. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So you know what I mean? Like,
No, I
and
mean,
then his
he-
son just give him a kidney or something. Like he's like,
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah, ain't that crazy to live and
But
then,
he was
you know.
diagnosed schizophrenic.
Okay, yeah.
So
Mental
there
health
that-
is important, man.
there
Get your
that go.
therapist. Everybody get your
Bro,
therapist.
man, one of my homies called me the other day, and he was like, "Man, you think I should see? I think I should see a therapist."
Yes.
You think? Yes.
Every black man.
5 years in April for me. 5 years.
Oh wow.
I did it for a year.
I've you know, like sometimes you don't want to go as much, but I've never gone a whole month without taking at least one appointment.
Yeah,
For the
okay.
most part, it's every other week, and for majority of that time, it was like every
Man,
week.
I suggest
Bruh,
that
you need a therapist.
because the thing is, like, you know, when he was asking me like about my experiences, like talking to somebody and them not having anything to say to you until you're actually done speaking, and then tell you, yo, that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? Because your girl gonna cut you off, your homies might laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? And there's some things that you can only tell. I mean, you're talking to yourself, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're able to be honest. And, you know, the feedback that I got back was like reassuring and informative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It cleared some things up for me, like, damn, that is. So I was able to have some acceptance. And it gave me like, oh shit, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
So I was able to think about other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I share a small portion of like a conversation you and I had some years ago. It had been about 6 years ago, right? You were going through your situation,
I've been through a lot of situations.
family situation,
Okay.
and you know, things seem impossible during that time, right? Because you like, you know, your family ain't dynamic, ain't what you thought, and so I was literally just giving you the game that I got from going. And at that time, I hadn't been going no more than like a year, but it was literally like the game I got from that, and it was like, oh, okay, you just map this thing out. It doesn't seem so like
Right.
overwhelming. Like, bruh, dudes.
Overthink shit.
Yeah,
man.
when we talk about black men, like we talk about how y'all been married forever. My boy Trey, he's been married, what, about 12, 13 years now? Yeah, so all black men with families, right? But, you know, at times divorce is real. And it takes a lot of, you ever seen a lot of black men, they don't recover, bro. Like,
Oh, from
they
divorce?
never recover.
It's- yeah, divorce is
Emotionally,
bad,
like,
yo.
what it does to the family structure, their kids, like.
And just
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, where you have to go mentally. Like if you look at the stress thing, there's like divorce, drowning. Like these are the things that people are the most afraid of. Divorce is up there, and it really shapes you. Like you become a little, what's the word? Jaded
Yeah.
on that process.
I can see
so
that.
therapy will like really put you.
Yeah, because
in
I
a
think
different-
I killed one of y'all before I get a divorce.
Okay, well, thanks.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I know where I
No,
stand.
but I'm just saying, like, it's just that's like the.
But it's not you. Sometimes other people can divorce you.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure that shit caused a lot of shit in it to question. You start to question yourself about a lot of things because it's like, okay, well, what was wrong with me? What did I do wrong? What didn't I do? What did this person not do? I wasn't enough.
Playing it in your head, and that's what drives you crazy.
There's a lot of ego involved in that.
Man, crazy.
Yeah,
damn. Yeah, and divorce is like, let people think. Well, you know this, but people think it's easy, bro. It is
my
not
bad.
easy, bro.
Not you,
It is
Tex.
not easy.
Nah, I just want a microphone because I had something to say.
About divorce?
It was a quote from Fonte. He was like, divorce is like witnessing a death, but the person's not dead.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So you just like, what the fuck do I do?
My
That's
quote
crazy.
that I live by from Fonte is, "Do you want to win or look good losing?"
I live by a couple. I live by a couple of his quotes.
He's like our roomie.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
really
Like
is.
he
Yeah.
really is like
Yeah.
a serious poet. But just for people who like, listen, bro, that is hard. Like, you need to talk to somebody. Like, you ain't gonna just be because all you're gonna do is, go inside or be in them streets.
Well, here's the thing. Like one of my homies told me,
Yeah,
he was like, I was like, man, you ever thought about, what I'm saying, seeing somebody and talking to somebody? He was like, nah, I just work it out internally. I'm like, that's what you don't
real
do.
nigga don't need no therapy.
Like, that's what you don't, like, that's exactly
That's
why
not how
you
that
need,
works.
that's not how that works.
remember we said earlier, it's not about the answer, it's the question.
It's the question.
And you can get anything you need out of Google or ChatGPT or whatever, but you got to know the right question to ask.
Yeah.
To get it's the question. So when you're working it out internally, you haven't asked yourself the questions that a professional asks.
Well, here's the thing. You're answering your own questions.
yeah. Well, kind of. They give you some. Like I have a black woman therapist, so every now and
Me
again
too.
she be like, "All right, hold on."
Yeah, mine too.
She be like, that ain't right, or you know what I'm saying. Like she can kind of vouch for how a woman might feel, so she don't let you slide with everything.
Yeah.
So you know, you have to kind of take those L's sometimes. But yeah, for the most part, she is redirecting you to like, how you feel about that? What do you think about that? You think that's the right way to go about this?
She's
And
asking those questions in a way you wouldn't phrase it so that you answer it in a different way.
You don't have the question. That's really what it is. You just don't have the questions to ask.
And then when you really hear that question back, like, so what's, and then you have to answer it and you hear it out loud, it's different.
Right. And the only thing
changes
you're going
your
to
life.
learn through all of this, in my personal opinion, you're going to find out it's usually just a story you told yourself, mostly ego. Like
100%.
when you were a teenager, you kind of decided who you were going to be.
Yeah.
And you really just been trying to prop that up the whole time.
And make
Like,
it make sense.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Think about them dudes that was like the all-star running back in their high school. They still telling that story, you know what I'm saying? Like to this day, like they haven't moved on, or dudes you pledge with or whatever it is, right? They still that guy, like they don't want to outlive that idea.
That
what-
moment of accomplishment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You know what's
saying?
crazy? I always noticed that, and I was like, I plan to never peak in high school.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that person in high school. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just be low key, and then everybody else who gonna peak in high school is going down from there.
But see, even that's like, you know what I'm saying? It's undermining your purpose.
Well, yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not wanting to be great in the moment. Who gives a fuck if you peaked? Just know that ain't the highest thing you can do. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's that love and all of that they got.
Hold on.
Yeah, he taking calls live.
Yo,
Oh, he legit took the call.
Live.
no, because I couldn't I ain't want to hang
Go
up.
ahead. Caller.
Caller.
Yeah, so we talking about therapy here.
Okay, goddamn, I'm getting all kind of calls right now. I got to hang up. I got to just hang up. This man niggas calling me.
Don't get shy now.
No, it's like it's too many calls. But yeah, I think that's part of like that self-sabotage shit too. Like, I don't want to get high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do more. It's
Self-sabotage is real, bro. Let me tell you something I found out, like, for myself. If you ever like everybody won't be like a millionaire and all that, right? Mm-hmm. But that first time you send somebody an invoice,
nigga, or you talking.
you can't even make it through the process.
You're
like the
fucking
first time you
talking,
can't
bro.
even make it through the process. You're literally afraid to go into that next.
What they gonna think? Am I charging them
Is this
too much?
Yeah.
Is it not enough?
Yeah.
Is it
We've
too
been
much?
through that.
bro.
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
that's real
Most
shit.
people say they want that. You don't really want. That's why people.
Nah.
What you were talking about, like, let's not talk about, bro. People ain't trying to do this much work.
Yeah, there was
I
a,
tell them all the time. People ain't trying to do
Bro,
this much
everybody
work.
want their own business until you realize your 9 to 5 just went 24/7.
Yeah, one of my guys just asked me. He was like, "We off tomorrow?" I'm like, "You off tomorrow?" I'm not off. I don't actually have any holidays whatsoever. Whatever needs to be done needs to be done. It doesn't matter what day it is.
Regardless.
Facts.
And that's the part of people like, I'm a boss and I had a CEO with the billion and all that.
Okay, cool.
Bruh, no. No, that's not how it works.
Nah.
Literally my schedule, bro. I'm in LA for a few days. I fly back here for one day. I got to go to Miami and pitch, and then I leave there and go to Dallas. That's what being an entrepreneur is. I don't get to sleep in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep going, and it's doing
Now
the same
you do
thing
get a
over.
payoff at some point.
yeah.
The
You know
payoff
what I'm
comes
saying?
continuously, but not sleeping in your bed over time.
Nah,
does
you're
stuff
not.
to you.
You're not just. I don't want to work anymore. Like
Never.
you working.
Every day,
You working.
all the time. Hell,
You
this is
working.
work. We advertising that.
Bro, nigga,
This is work.
I was
bro.
asleep this morning like, fuck. I got some shit
Got
to
work
do.
to do today.
I got some shit to do today.
There's never a day
Like
off.
even yesterday, like I worked for most of Friday, all of Friday.
Mhm.
Saturday, I was like, okay, I get a day.
Nah.
Got something to do.
But that
Yeah,
incremental,
he knows. Yeah,
that incremental thing. Like, if you do something, so when I wake up, I always like take a few minutes, but I read something every day related to my field. So you're just getting a little bit better over time, right?
that's good.
And that's how you kind of like keep up. If you try to like chill out, take a 3-4 month vacation, and then come back, like the game done pass you by in tech. So you kind of have to read a little bit, like, oh, okay, Google
Yeah.
just laid off 10,000 people. Okay, how is that going to affect the market? Just thinking through that for 5 seconds let you know how to approach the day. If you don't know what's happening,
Right.
you'll be way behind. Like, you
Yeah.
could be way behind. Like, you know, I'm introducing my people. Like, we talking about ChatGPT and all this stuff, and they like, man, this is like magic. But they've been working on this project for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been around, but we've been seeing OpenAI do their thing. It's just it finally came to fruition, and it's pretty good. We can get it to give wrong answers, like for the we can consistently get it, but it's replacing a lot of redundant jobs, bro.
Bro, I mean, me and him, we've
lot of
we
Copywriting
started the
is dead.
conversation. You know what I'm
Copywriting
saying?
is dead. Like,
Shh, bro. Like, you know, I got an audiobook company, and now I'm concerned.
yes, because I can just ask it to write me a book in your tone of voice. Literally, like if you write from a James Baldwin perspective, I can literally ask it to write content.
Bro, but then on the flip side of that, there's jobs where you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Like
can be the voice,
copywriting.
yeah,
The narration part.
the narration part.
Yeah.
But for me,
Bruh, have you looked at Synthesia? You can actually just take the text and put it in,
I do it every day.
and then and just use
That-
your voice.
Yeah, I
and it'll,
use
like-
Well Said. I use there's a couple other ones I use,
Yeah.
but I do it every day. And I'm tripping because they update it. It's like, oh, now they got pronunciation and hey, like they, you know what I'm saying, like cadences and shit,
Inflection, all
bro,
of that. Yeah.
inflections. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I see this shit every day.
But the thing
Every
is,
fucking
how
day.
many people really like? I still read books, but how many people you see just like really into
Reading,
book? Yeah,
reading.
My wife reads books a lot. I read books.
I still read books. My wife reads books.
But we talking
kid.
about.
I'll give you an example. There's a Barnes and Noble across the street, right? I go over there. I take my youngest daughter over there, bro. It don't be people in there like that. But the Starbucks
Bookstores
is
are
attached
dead,
to
though.
it. The Starbucks has more
books are
people in it than the bookstore itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bookstores are dead.
I get all my books from Goodwill.
Yeah, bookstores
Really?
are dead.
Yeah,
I didn't know they had books.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do.
I get all my books from Goodwill.
But bookstores, brick and mortar, that's a wrap.
Yeah, but
That's
just
a
going into
dying
a store,
thing.
man, you don't get that feeling of like there's new information.
Yeah, there's
here.
knowledge in
yeah,
here.
there's new information
It's kind
that
of just
you
like
don't have. Like,
yeah, it's kind of just a feel of going into it like a coffee shop.
yeah, that's the only reason like you're better at anything. Talent only takes you so far. I'll say talent is about 40% of anything. The other 60% is execution, like knowing how someone else before you did it and how this is used. Like, I mean, there's a lot of cool products, right? We had electric cars like in the 80s.
We did.
Nobody knew how to fully do the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing. Hell, they still ain't got enough chargers.
Yeah, let's be
But-
real. The Tesla ain't that. It's not.
I mean, that bought the company name. I mean, he basically.
Yeah, I know that. I
basically
know all of that.
Pumped up an existing.
But the car though.
it's not a luxury car.
Thank you. That's all.
So it's not a luxury. They charge it like it's a luxury car, but it's
that's
not a
what I'm
luxury car.
saying. Like they really, yeah.
Because when you've really been in like them real, we were talking the other day. Like I was telling Strat, like, bro, we coming down the highway, right? You ever see these Scat Pack? What's them called? Camaros. Challenger.
The challenge.
Yeah.
Bro, I run these niggas in a Maybach every time. It don't even be close.
Well, I mean,
It don't even be
You're talking
close,
about
like-
different engineering though.
But it doesn't matter. It's just you would go buy this car and they spend $90,000-$100,000 on a car that
And I hear these niggas every day, and they
That's
get
the
so
new
fucking annoying.
box Chevy. That's how I look at the Challenger.
Pretty much,
That's
basically.
the new box Chevy because I've seen
Basically.
so many of them fucking things. First of all, I've seen so many of them just spin out and crash.
yes,
Because
can't
these
control
niggas
it.
don't know how to
Well,
control them.
it's a culture thing.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's
a culture
the new
thing.
box Chevy.
I mean, shout out to
Yeah.
the people that like the cars, but it's like they think they're fast. They are not
No, it's a culture
fast.
thing.
Like I mean, they're fast compared to like you know what I'm saying.
And they
A
guzzlers,
regular car,
like,
but
Shit, yeah.
it's-
bruh, you get behind an A8 or you know what I'm saying, anything 550 or higher, like you not running the V12s.
it's,
Come on, man.
It's some culture shit, and especially on the east side. Shout out to the east side niggas.
Yeah. Oh, that's where we were coming from. We were coming from the east side, and literally, like
Every time.
he pulled up beside us. I took off. Right, I actually slammed on brakes and gave him a chance to catch up, and then took off again. It wasn't even like close. His brakes couldn't even really hold up like that. Bro, I literally came to a complete stop on 20.
Oh, we about to get canceled.
Because of that.
do?
No, we disrespecting the east side right now.
Nah, I mean I love the east side. I was out there.
I
last
love
night.
the east side, but y'all got to chill
Them
out with them
scat packs
cars.
going
man.
hard out there. I ain't making all that damn noise. I couldn't even hear it no more.
Nah, they got to chill out with them cars.
That's wild.
Yeah, and they be crashing. Like they really be hurting themselves.
yeah,
and
they
other
be
people.
crashing 'cause
They don't
yeah.
have the handling.
It's not
that
a-
those
yeah.
cars, the BMWs and
Right.
all. They don't have that kind of
Yeah.
handling, bro. Those cars be
all
going
the
all. The,
time.
you see them
That's a
turned
fact.
around the other way when they
Yeah.
crash. Like,
That's a fact.
That's exactly
That's
what
a
happened.
fact.
These two niggas was weaving through traffic on some Fast and Furious shit.
They don't have control.
Other nigga in front of him lost control. That shit, like
there
you
are
said,
systems on these cars that like help you like
it turned all
drive.
the way around.
Yeah.
And bam into the medium.
Yep. You got all
Fucked
these
up.
horses, no control. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many horses, no
I
control.
shouldn't say they aren't fast. They just it's not
You can't
designed to be
control them
driven.
shits.
It's designed
Yeah.
to run on the track. I should say.
Think by the time they get to 80, they already out of control. Like,
Making all that noise.
It's making all that noise. It doesn't make
All
sense.
that noise.
Yeah, nah.
And you be gone, like literally. We got like listening to Bach in the car, like literally, like just passing these things by. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it
Yeah,
don't
once,
even
once
be
you get
close.
to 80, it's like, what are we doing, man?
They don't have no power.
You just being dangerous.
and how fast are they? They 6 speeds.
I think so. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
so cause we
6
driving like
speeds,
8, 9 speeds. Like,
But,
we still
you
got
not-
power. Like,
But
when
you
you
ain't
at
even
100,
getting to that, though. When are you ever using that?
Oh no, I don't know. I mean, with them on occasion, when you come out 20 is like the
I'm
stretch.
I'm
though.
sorry. I love the East Side, man. I love y'all niggas, but y'all got to
And
stop.
we started
with
out
the
on the
cars.
east side. We just talked about the atrium and all that. Shout out to the east side.
You got to stop. Well,
East
I
Side
mean,
raised me.
keep going. You know what I mean? Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, but that's all they are.
Oh, they gonna be out here like he's saying he can raise now. It's gonna be challenges out
Oh,
here.
see,
I put up 20,000 for.
look, now I got to tell niggas I live on the West Side.
I put up 20,000. He said he want to run. That car, that's-
I'm not running with none of you
They
niggas.
0 to 60 is ridiculous, but 62.
Where are you doing
they
that in
got
Atlanta? though?
No more. Well, I
You
mean,
gonna do that shit? You gonna do that shit on
Between lights on Peachtree.
85
20.
Mainly 20.
by
Yeah.
Spaghetti Junction?
it's only 20 that you can get away with that because everything else you're gonna run into traffic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on what time, but up in Gwinnett, you could do that shit on 85.
I'm not going nobody jail in Gwinnett.
Yeah. You ain't trying to do that. But
Yo,
But I'm saying you can.
their police are serious out there.
They are.
That little stretch coming back from Peachtree Corners right there.
Spaghetti Junction. Yeah.
Nah, I don't mess around in Gwinnett. So Gwinnett is
Well, I
like
don't mess around
right under
anywhere,
Cobb
really, but-
when it comes to black people and incidents. I do not mess around. I mean, shout out to y'all living out there, but
Hey, man. Y'all be safe.
we live in the city. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have like I got pulled over for the first time in maybe about 5 years, right here in front of Lenox Mall, and I'm literally like just talking to the cop. This is how cool Atlanta is, and he like, bro, when you gonna get your sticker? I'm like, man, when we buy tags now.
What sticker?
Right, for your car. Like, but when you buy a tag, you pay for like 5 years.
That's
up
what I
front.
thought. That's
but
what
you
I'm
have to
saying.
get the renewal every year for like $20.
Oh, he's fucking with you.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, we pay like $8,000 for a tag, bro.
You got dreads and you was in bucket.
Yeah, and he was just like, hey, I ain't getting none of that money, man. You got to get your tag. And I was like, all right, bro. You know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
getting none of that money.
Yeah, but I mean, Atlanta police are cool. Like, he's like, all right. Like,
I'm going to tell you how cool Atlanta police are. Nigga, I was off Hennessy. Coming down, I shouldn't talk about this at all.
you used to drink Hennessy, bro? I didn't know you did.
That's a wild question.
I didn't know
Because
you
I'm not
did.
used to. Man.
You still drink Hennessy? I mean, my man,
I
Trey
don't.
drinks it. It's just
It's not my go-to.
okay.
It's not my go-to.
It's just a different personality when people drink Hennessy.
Yes.
They like,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
their drink. Like you have to find people that
yeah,
it's,
nigga.
that-
You
yeah,
can't go
niggas-
in between
yeah,
drinks. Like you
you
either
right.
drink Hennessy or you don't. There's no
Yeah,
like,
Mr. Hyde.
I would have some Hennessy if it's there and it's like, damn, this is what I got to drink. But no, it's not. Like I'm not going to the store like, where's the Hennessy?
right. Okay.
I'm coming up Peachtree. White cop pulls me over, and I'm like, oh shit. He gets out the car. I pull out my phone, thinking quick. Pull out my phone. He's like, yo, I saw you swerving. I was like, I was looking at my phone. And he was like, that's okay. I understand. Step out the car. Get out the car. Put the shit in my eyes. Told me to count. I count. He was like, yo, you have a good night. Man, I want to hug that dude.
You were definitely drunk.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't have any wood to knock on, but I have to safely say I've never taken a sobriety test.
I refused one.
You went to jail?
Absolutely.
Yep. Well, that's how that works, kids.
No, you can't refuse it.
So do they take you in and get blood or whatever, or how do they ultimately get it?
Well, it was bogus. Because they told me.
So you weren't drunk?
I was not. And they took it and they told me I failed it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because I told them I admitted to
So
having.
you took the
I
test.
admitted to having drinks, right?
Oh,
So-
but you weren't drunk.
Right. So they wouldn't tell me what the test was. And then they just took the test. So
Wow.
yeah, you'll get fucked up. That's how
Yeah.
that happens.
DUI management.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Don't
just say
know
no.
your limits.
Yeah, just say no.
Well, they have Uber now, man. There's no real reason
Yeah,
for you
call
to
a Uber.
Yeah,
There
there's no
you
real
go.
reason for you to be out there like that.
Party
Yo,
responsibly.
we were wild though. We
I
just
mean,
talking about going
our
from the east side
generation-
coming downtown. Like we were literally like going from bar to bar to bar. Like,
Yeah. Right. And
a
all the
different
way
time.
through
Our
the city.
generation was on that shit though.
I mean, I literally grew up. My dad and my uncles, bro, they used to like fix them a drink before they left, like, and put it in the car. Like it was a thing. Like,
Oh,
it's
that's
just
not
different.
normal?
Nah, it's not.
It's something normal.
Yes, they would do that, and I never knew until I was an adult. Like you ain't supposed to really
Yeah, you should.
do that. But I mean, they also didn't have as far to go as we do. Like they weren't driving from like
No.
East Point to Marietta. They were going like to your grandma's house, which is like, you know,
Right.
up the way. But yeah, it was always like, it wasn't even like a thing.
No, I never thought that it was. I never thought that it was.
Yeah, but they say you don't drinking and driving. Not the problem. Is being drunk.
Right.
Being drunk
Yeah.
and,
And
driving.
Yeah, because I talked to an officer one time. He said, I don't pull people over for swerving. I pull people over for doing dumb shit.
Right.
Like, why aren't your lights on?
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you turn your blinker on? Like, why you made this turn? Why you changing out of this lane? But
you'd be hard pressed now to not have your lights on or some of that. When you see that, you're like, how did that happen? You had to go turn them off.
man, I'll be blinking at niggas all the time.
You have to turn those off. Like
East side crazy, by the way.
I still
love
don't
these.
like blinking people if their lights is off because of that old.
Oh,
that never really
That's
happened.
bullshit.
That
was so bullshit,
I just it's one of them things. I just don't do
They
it.
gonna spin the block and come hurt somebody.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I blink, but I still think about that. I'm like, man, what if they come back?
To show you how adages get out. Like, bro, that never happened.
They're gonna follow me to
that's,
my
that's
house.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
It has always stuck with me. So I just never. Like you never
It's
know.
not even
Yeah.
a crime of passion, bro. That's just
Yeah, like
you know how
what
much
you
gas
doing?
costs? I just gas $5
You
a
gonna
gallon
follow
right
me
now.
because I blinked at you and
live
you didn't
across
have your
town.
lights on, nigga?
They
Like,
want to join the gang, man. Gang.
nah, that's bullshit.
That's what
Yeah.
I said.
Nah, that's one of them the myths police put out there to have people kind of.
Somebody
Well, it
riding
works.
with their lights off. Don't let them know.
Yeah, needles at the gas pump and all of that. I thought about that one day. Like, there was like, they had the hypodermic needles at the gas pump.
The gas pump.
And you got to think about what that would cost to do every
Excuse
gas
me?
station. Like, come on, man. They ain't implement
Wait,
junk
what?
is. So there was like on the pump, people
on the-
like had AIDS or whatever, and they put the needle on
That
the
was
pump.
the constant
Wait,
thing.
what?
Yeah, like you sit in certain chairs and then you,
In the movie theater, yeah.
like, oh, and then you pull the
How much
cushion
that would
up.
cost to implement? Like,
And
come
there's
on,
a
man.
there's a
Nobody's doing
note there that says congratulations, you now have AIDS.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody can afford
yeah,
to do
nah,
this, man.
Yeah, all right.
Isn't it wild how we all have heard this story and like
Same
I've never heard that one.
stories.
Yeah.
I've never heard
With the
that.
hypodermic needle?
I've
Oh, that's
never
a
heard
thing.
that. I mean, I heard it in the no, that's different. That was the razor blade in the apples.
I mean, same thing.
All them fake.
same shit.
It might have happened to two dudes.
Razor blade in the candy for
And
kids.
this is before the internet, so think about how that would blow up now. It'd literally be like a day out of school.
Nah, that's bogus as
try
fuck.
that.
Like, what kind of person is in their house? Like, nigga,
I know
in
what
this,
kind,
inside
but I
this
can't
Kit
say it.
Kat
Or we get
Boxes of
canceled.
needles.
this Rolo.
But even still, like, yeah, like
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
put
prick
this-
yourself and put the AIDS in it, and then like,
everybody else is gonna have it.
how often can you prick yourself?
You got to put yourself at risk
Right.
to put niggas at risk.
This doesn't make sense.
it doesn't
Yeah,
make
that's
sense.
terrible.
That's enough blood.
for him
that's
to get
bogus.
AIDS from me.
I
And
don't
you
think
can
we
live
talked.
with that
I don't
now,
think we
apparently.
got to anything on the docket, but it's all good.
What's on the docket, bro? Come on.
Did-
No,
Right, what-
well,
what-
I mean,
yeah,
shit,
what
we
was-
already
what was
ran,
the
but
docket?
I did want to talk about that Ohio shit.
oh, the very serious topic.
Just go there.
Now I got people in Ohio.
Yeah,
That shit bothered me a little bit.
Oh yeah. I know what you're
Bring
talking
the
about.
listeners up to date. What's happening in Ohio?
Okay.
East Palestine.
There's several of these that happened
East
in the past
Palestine?
couple
Yeah,
of months.
that's the name of the city in Ohio.
East Palestine.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Never heard of that.
Damn. Okay. So apparently a train.
apparently.
Yeah, it happened.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So there was a train that derailed and crashed,
Yes.
and it had toxic fumes.
Yes. In two different areas, though, right? There's one in Indiana or Ohio and somewhere
Now
else.
they're saying that.
Okay.
So they only reported the Ohio one,
Okay.
and there was a mushroom cloud when the train impacted, and there was an explosion. So there was a mushroom cloud, and they had to evacuate the entire city.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fucking insane.
Yes.
Because
What happened with the reporter?
Maybe they should do that in Flint because they need to evacuate that entire city. People still drinking
they
lead
don't
water.
give a fuck
Like,
about them
it's
niggas.
2023. People still drinking lead.
reporter got locked up or something behind
people
it?
were trying to report on the disaster, and they were getting arrested.
Getting shut down. Yeah.
Which train was it? Norfolk.
It was.
Norfolk. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Norfolk.
Yeah. So something we learned with them being our customers that they have their own police department, so they investigate their own.
Wait.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, they have their own police department.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so that's
How?
their jurisdiction. They just have their own police
That's some
department.
Pablo Escobar shit, man.
Yep.
They have their own police
So
department.
who owns Norfolk?
Shareholders, I guess. But I'm saying that they have their own police department, so investigations and all that.
That's
happen.
crazy.
So they're like self-regulated in a sense.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So it's like Will Smith when they took the mustache. No, it ain't.
Yeah,
No, it's not. Yeah.
that's big business though. That's big business.
Yeah.
A lot of times, man, people enforce their own.
So
rules.
there's nothing to talk about. This is
Right.
cover up.
I mean, you can't deny the fact that people would be choking to death or whatever.
Fam, being displaced, and they offered them $5 or some shit.
I don't know
What they said
$5 U.S.
per household.
I have no idea.
I saw $5, and I was
didn't
like,
see that.
this doesn't make sense. It's like a typo. But
Even $50 is ridiculous.
nigga, 500,000 is ridiculous. I have to leave my home.
I mean, the average nigga's house ain't $500,000.
But I'm saying you have to leave. You got to find something to do.
You could burn that nigga's house down and give him 20,000, and he'd be like, "Okay."
But you talking about your kids, school,
Yes.
like,
yeah. I mean, being displaced
That's
is
a
real.
lot.
I mean, you're a refugee at this
Yeah.
point.
fam, where you going?
To your auntie and them house. Because I mean, being displaced is real. I mean, I don't want to
White
make
people
light
ain't
of it.
got Auntie Nims.
You know what? I was asking somebody the other day. They don't really refer to their cousins like that.
No.
Nah, they don't.
They don't really be like my cousin.
Yeah. For the longest, I've never even thought of white people having cousins and all that stuff. Just like, yeah.
Yeah, only black people have cousins.
Yeah, or we claim them at least. I
No,
mean,
that's a
you
fact.
have to genetically.
White people ain't got cousins.
Wow.
They breed.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm potting right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get us canceled.
This is one of them things.
You're doing an amazing job.
I don't know, man. You just never think about it like that. Like for us, it's like your cousin is around down there more than
You
your
grow up
yeah.
with your cousin.
Yeah, but genetically, your first cousins, y'all have the
brothers and
same makeup. Like,
Yeah.
You thought about it like that?
yeah, blood, bro. When you go to like, if you have a serious
I
injury or
just
whatever,
like who I grew up with around.
nah, like that's how you found out. Like your auntie is really like your cousin, because you know
That's
her
crazy.
mama would live with your grandma, all that kind of stuff.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but black people, we really have that.
Now my cousins
Depth.
are definitely like my siblings.
Yeah, for sure. But
My-
I mean,
my
they do
first
something
cousins.
different culturally as
My
well.
first
like,
cousins.
you know.
But oh yeah, outside of that is, you know.
So what's happening to these people? So the second one you said is not reported. What's happening to these people? Because this is pretty.
Well, they had to
Terrible.
get the fuck out of there. And I don't think
But smoke is not limited to just the city.
well, here's the thing.
Or-
they throwing niggas out of there for reporting on the shit. So we
Wow.
limited. It's limited information. So they do have like pictures.
Like drone footage and all that.
Oh my god, this shit's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the cloud you can see from space pretty
Yeah, that
much.
shit looks bad.
Yeah,
This shit is bugged out.
They're saying it's one of the worst things to ever happen in America.
What's the chemical makeup of what's happening?
What they said was, hold on.
We're gonna have to get a chemist or somebody to
Right. To
break
come
this
tell
down
us
for
this
me.
No,
Like on
because
the
that was one of the things. I was
0
like,
to like nuclear. What's the range?
What was it again?
something started with an F. But I was supposed to know this before this, so this is my bad.
Yes, you were.
Vinyl chloride.
Vinyl chloride.
Yeah, vinyl
so-
chloride train derailment explosion in East Palestine.
That's the photo
Yeah,
over
From space.
over Ohio.
over Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
This looks like a nuclear, like how
Yeah.
you see like the atomic mushroom. That's what that looks
No,
like.
that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, because they had to ignite it, right? Or something like that.
So what's the long term or even the short term effects of?
They don't know. That's why they said.
What is this
everybody
chemical
get the
used
fuck
for?
out of there.
That's a good question.
So that's the explosion,
It looks like a movie.
bro. This shit look crazy.
It is a movie.
It is. It will be.
No, it's already on
Bang.
Netflix.
Yo, that looks like
That's
the
fucking
H bomb.
bro. That's crazy. So that's what happened.
That's all.
And
Anybody have people out in that way, like even remotely near that?
I don't know. With that part of Ohio, I do have people in Ohio.
Wow.
My people said they straight.
Yeah, I
They just
haven't.
left. Your people left.
Yeah, vinyl chloride,
They do what now?
and it was Norfolk.
Oh, okay. They're not near. This is near like all of us apparently. If it's in the atmosphere, it's spreading.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
gotta
I was
find
thinking.
out.
If it's in the air, it's in the air.
Yeah,
My
this is
in-laws
like
are from Ohio.
spreading.
Yeah.
bro.
And apparently, this is like the third train accident
In the past 3 months.
that they're only reporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train derailment in the past 3 months.
I mean, keep in mind though, there are about 1,000 every year, so it's not.
Yeah, but they don't spill chemicals and kill us
Fam,
all.
I've
it's
never
true.
seen no shit like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, like there's no.
It's crazy.
They ain't locking up reporters and shit for trying to report on it.
Yeah, that's wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Ohio. I hope everybody holding their heads. Shit, that could
Yeah,
easily be
man.
Georgia,
Yes.
You could.
I mean,
yeah.
we
It's
literally
not
have
far.
them right up the street.
bro. Norfolk is
Right there up the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have a yard right outside of here. So so
all right. So yeah, we got to do a whole separate podcast about and he'll talk to it more.
okay, and we need a chemist or somebody to break down what vinyl chloride
Nah, he
is.
just get a bag of guns and like extra clothes. Huh? It's pickup bag. Yeah, you just need one of those.
Yeah, and while we were talking about Teslas, like if you have one, you can't just leave town immediately because you only got 200 miles of charge.
Right.
That
Yo,
is true.
you fucked if you got a Tesla.
You are gonna be
You gotta
fucked
stop,
in a crisis.
Inhale some of these fumes,
If the
let your car
grid go
charge for an
down,
hour.
You know what's crazy is your best bet is a horse.
Yeah.
Wait, bro, no. The horse has to eat.
You gotta feed
Yeah.
the horse.
Yes. You know
can
how much
find something
food a
to
horse eats? He clearly
Nigga,
didn't grow up in the country.
when gas stations close down, what you gonna fuel your car with? You can find some food.
Well, I saw this African brother online. He was using cooking oil You ever saw those things? They'd be like, they be like, our African brothers did everything, bro. I don't know about all this stuff. He'd be like, he built a car out of like some toothpicks and
Now horses know what they need to eat.
Oh, you just they
horses eat tons of food every day. Like not
Yeah, they
literal
do.
tons, but they eat a lot of
They
damn
eat
food.
a lot of food.
Cheap to buy
But they
them,
know
but
what
the
they need to
expensive
eat.
part is like
Yeah.
feeding them and
Maybe
keeping them
50
healthy.
to 75 pounds of food a day. Like,
Yeah.
horses eat a lot, bro.
You go to a field, they'll figure it out.
they'll figure it out.
There ain't no grass around here, so they're gonna just be gnawing on the side of one of these buildings.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
We
and
got
if
we got
their
deer
hooves are
going
not meant for this
down.
asphalt, so that's what I'm saying. You can't really just
you running some miles on a horse.
yes, bro. You going them people gonna be outside? What's them people? Peter?
Yeah, Peter
got
gonna
a
be
horse
on
in the
your
city.
ass.
At that point,
At that
fuck
point.
Peter.
Yeah, at that point, Peter.
Yeah,
is
we
on
always
Peter.
felt like that about Peter, but they tend to be everywhere.
Damn, we can get canceled today. That's cool.
Peter.
I mean, I shout out to what they're doing. I
What are
just
they
don't know
doing?
that there's an organization like that for children.
Talk.
Right. So
Yeah.
we put a lot of energy into that.
Man,
But
fuck Peter.
yeah, there's a wow. Okay. Huh?
We said it twice already.
Yeah, but I mean, you put a little emphasis. That's what the exclamation
No, I did.
point
I
on the
did.
end, like,
This me. I'm illustrating.
But yeah.
Fuck Peter, nigga.
yeah, but I mean, I think about it in terms of kids. Like, there's nobody you can immediately get to show up to an award show and be like
Like Peter.
and defend children. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
always got to go through the court and got to talk to somebody. Like, it's always complicated when it comes to people.
I'm under the understanding that people don't really care about human life until it's impacted them in some way. And like, even with the Peter shit, it's like you care about dogs because you grew up with a dog.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Right. Well, I mean, so my personal experience is we always had a dog outside. Like, I grew up, we have a lot of land. Like,
It's outside.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the dog would come to the door, but it was like a known thing. Like, nobody in my family, I have a massive family. Nobody in my family had a dog in their house.
In the bed and
Oh, absolutely not. So if I came to your house and just naked and just got in your bed, you'd think I was wild, but you just let your
think it's
animal
wild.
do. You know what I'm saying?
think
You wouldn't
it's-
even let a human do that,
When
right?
you put it that way,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
when
don't
you
Just
put it
put your
that
ass
way.
all over the bed.
fam,
and then
if a nigga just walking outside all day and just jump in your bed with his shoes on, just jumping and just, bro, like
there's different rules for that.
that's how I look at dogs. I look at dogs as like they're domestic pets that you know,
You give them boundaries.
yeah.
give them boundaries.
But those other little teacup dogs, man, they don't let those dogs outside.
I almost ran over a dog. the
Bro,
other
you
day.
definitely getting canceled.
No. Now here's the thing.
Y'all
No.
definitely getting canceled for that.
Now here's the thing. I stopped my vehicle because I saw this white dude just in the street yelling, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up with him?" So I'm looking to my left, and he's yelling and pointing to the right. So I look over to my right, and there's a little dog rolling up the street, and I stop my car. The little dog looked like he was having a hard time. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on.
he ain't never been out with all of this before.
It was probably crazy for him.
Yeah, those little
Or her.
dogs, man, like they breed these dogs to live, like they can't survive outside. Like they don't have any of the instincts
Nah,
like these.
that's
these-
true.
Yeah, these big dogs be
Yeah,
like,
they be like,
yeah, so they're not the same. Those are
Yeah.
different than
I know our dog
like a
only-
German Shepherd being in your house, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, our dog could only survive in our home. She wouldn't survive
Y'all had
anywhere else.
a house dog.
She's a house dog.
You mean now the
Yeah.
dog I met?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a nice dog. Man.
Exactly.
It's a nice dog.
She don't bark until somebody knocks at the door,
Yeah.
and she just don't do
You know,
dog
black
shit.
people get money, they start feeding dogs.
Hey, I ain't getting no
Let me
money.
get something else to feed.
Don't
around
get it
here.
twisted.
My
I ain't
daddy
getting
would be
no
like,
money.
I don't feed nobody else. We fed dogs scraps because we didn't have. You know what I'm saying? It
Oh,
just
that's the
wasn't a
worst thing you could do to a dog.
Those dogs tend to live a little longer than these dogs I see.
Hey man, but them niggas live a grimy ass life.
Maybe. I mean, nobody ever asked him. He's just
Nah,
outside,
man, them-
bro. Like, what are you supposed to do? It's
You
a
can't
dog.
get no dog, no fucking steak bones, man.
Why you can't?
All right.
They're
That's
descendants of wolves. They would
Dogs gonna eat
kill.
trash anyway.
yeah, they'll eat.
what's
it.
that?
Dogs gonna eat trash anyway.
Let me tell you. I was in
Trash or scraps?
They eat whatever.
bro. I
Bro,
was
that's
in,
different, bro. Seasoned scraps and
Hold on.
shit that got garlic
Let
in
me
it.
tell you
Like,
something, bro.
you know, dogs can't eat garlic, right? See,
I was in Tobago. This is Carnival 2017. Went to Tobago, and there's a dog, man. He was fucking up a pamper, a dirty Pamper. I said, you know how hungry this dog got to be? To eat a shitty Pamper.
Wait,
So you telling me what dogs don't eat, bro? This dog was eating a Pamper.
Well, he smelled old food.
He smelled
He
recycled
smelled baby
food.
shit. That's what he
Right.
smelled.
You got a dog. Your dog is a little crazy.
That nigga's different. Chauncey's a little different. That nigga is from the streets. For real. So yeah. You know, you try to, but he'll survive out here and eat whatever. But also, he walks around my house eating whatever, throwing up everywhere because he ate.
Because he ate some shit he wasn't supposed to eat.
Yeah.
I just think it's different types of dogs. Like, all of these dogs are not descendants of wolves. Like,
Nah.
you know what I'm saying? They don't
Well, I
have that
mean, I guess
instinct.
shit probably has changed.
Well, they actually breed certain dogs
That's
to make
what I'm
them
saying.
small and all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, because like we got a Shih Tzu,
Yeah.
and I know they can't eat garlic.
Garlic?
Garlic.
What does that do?
It will explode the stomach.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's highly dangerous. Yeah.
So like big Italian families and things like that eat off the table, they don't have
Well,
those.
I mean, shit. I mean, my wife is Jamaican descent, so it's a lot of garlic in the house.
and everything.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they'll give her scraps. I'm like, yo,
Or maybe it's a certain amount.
y'all be careful.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, people who have dogs, I mean, do what you do. But I mean, there's just a different thing culture. I never saw a dog in the house until I was an adult.
That's crazy.
I'm from Mississippi. It just
You
was
grew
not
up with a
thing.
dog that was never in
We
the
had
house.
several dogs. You know, dogs just come up from somewhere. You know what
But
I'm
they
saying?
in the yard.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you be
That's
outside,
crazy.
you feed him, put some water in the hubcap or whatever.
This might
you
be
know
some
what
of the
I'm saying?
wildest shit I've ever heard in my
I
life.
never saw a dog in the house. It was not even a thought that people had dogs in their homes.
See,
And
I
you
grew up
own
with a
dogs.
dog in the house.
We've owned several dogs, but I mean, you also didn't buy them. They just kind of came up. You know what I'm saying?
you had like the black folks dog ownership.
Yeah.
Dog stayed outside.
That's
That
black
was
owned.
it.
You had a black owned dog.
I just never knew it was a thing. It's not
Dog
like
lived
I
in the backyard.
and it's not like being ignorant. It's just a cultural
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
Depending
that
on
was
where you
right.
are, people have dogs in the house.
That's some black shit.
But I mean, I lived in Mississippi back before the weather used to swing like this. So
And
it
you
was
talking-
always
you talking about
warm. You know what I'm saying?
mid early 80s.
But we had a massive yard, and he like ran rabbits at night to keep them out of our gardens and stuff. So
It was
it's
a
like-
dog.
Yeah, it's a real protection.
There's a dog.
Yeah, it's like an alarm system kind of.
Yeah, niggas get dogs to be cute now, and it's like,
no,
it's too
man.
much.
Yeah, you're
I
carrying
grew up-
around in a purse.
You know, we had a dog in the house. The small dog
Mm-hmm.
fed this nigga like Purina child, but then like my friend down the street, them niggas was like the dog gets scraps.
Yes.
Like they didn't. It wasn't like dog food. They was like
Moldy
okay,
collard greens.
whatever we eat in that day, whatever's left over.
that nigga got
Oh, that was
mulch.
fresh food.
That nigga got
Oh.
he got mulch.
Like you said, it was old shit.
Yes.
Like shit they was getting ready to throw out. That's what they would give the dog, and the dog
Shit, you get a pig.
Never went in the
what they
house.
call
Yes,
it?
slop.
Swap.
Slop.
Slop.
Yes,
Slop.
Yeah.
And for people that eat pork, if you ever smell slop, it'll
You
change.
are
it'll
what you
change
eat.
your life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You smelled this before?
Nah,
No,
I
he
haven't.
still eat pork.
Bruh.
Yeah. I'm gonna just die with it, man.
There's certain. Anytime a scent can get on your clothes, like it's a deep, like.
You
bruh.
smelled chitlins before, right?
Oh yeah, horrible.
Okay.
I don't eat chilling.
Right. So,
But
like,
but
the
the
outside
rest of it is
But
cool.
the rest of it is fine. Like,
it's all in the same.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like I eat ham, which is ass.
I did pepperoni.
He said, "You eat ass, I eat ass." Man, he had some ass.
Yo, a lot of
ass
niggas
for
eat
Thanksgiving.
ass.
We
Stop
had
playing.
ass on
I
Thanksgiving.
haven't eaten pork, or
Christmas.
chicken, or beef or steak in over 20 years. So, I'm good,
Okay.
bro.
It's good for you.
Hey man, it works out when you get 45. You need that blood flow. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm getting close.
Meanwhile,
That pressure.
that prostate exam is
It's knocking on my
Hey, go get your prostate exams. If you're
It's pulling up.
45 or older, get prayed up or whatever it is you got to do to
I
get
just
yourself
turned
in the right
45
mindset.
in December, and I got to do it.
Man, did I know we had a birthday a day apart? Did I know this?
Wait, what?
You're the 21st, right?
No, not of January.
9th.
No, December.
Bro, you don't give me multiple days. When's your birthday?
December 29th.
December 29th. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm the 20th.
No, I knew we didn't have a day apart
Okay. You're a
Yeah.
Capricorn, man.
all day. Don't do that. Don't do
See,
that.
I feel like for everybody, that's always like the response, no matter what you say you are.
No, because Cap is the greatest sign.
No, what I'm saying is, if you can say I'm Aries, whatever, Scorpio. Every response is it's always.
Certain ones have a real reputation. Like, have you ever met a Scorpio?
But has anybody ever said, "What's your sign?" and they say whatever? You be like, "Good for you."
Oh no, they be like,
But
I get
they're like,
along
"Oh,
with
I
such
love
and
y'all."
such. Like, I get along with Pisces really well. I get along with Aries.
No, I get
really
shitted
well.
on for being a Cap.
Yeah, Capricorns are like,
Yeah, I get shit on.
Niggas be out here mad at Leo.
yeah.
Like for real.
My dad's a Leo.
People
so.
be mad. For real.
See, I have no idea what none of the other signs are except mine.
There's a little like truth to a lot of
bit.
that, like
Yeah,
behavioral
a little
things you
bit,
start to notice.
a little
I
bit.
find the Chinese zodiac to be more accurate when it comes to like, okay, this person is like this. I find that to be more accurate. But I mean,
Do they have? I don't know their signs.
the horse, the monkey?
See, we the goat. We the goat. So I'm gonna keep that at that.
You're the goat. That,
He
the
said
cap-
you're
The Cap is the goat.
Yeah,
is that your symbol?
Yes, yeah.
It's not
the
a
goat.
ram,
It's the goat.
Nah, Aries is the ram.
bro.
See, it's too much. It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much.
Yeah, well, the Sag is a centaur,
That's not even the real thing.
bruh. And he basically got a weapon on him.
Now, he's
at
the
all
Aquarius.
times.
And so these niggas has been talking shit all for the last 2 years? The water bearer, the age of Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Weirdos. My oldest daughter's
Talk.
an Aquarius. One of my best friends is an Aquarius. They are
A
their
lot of my
feelings
homies
are
are
on their
Aquarius.
sleeves.
Well, do they have feelings?
Yes, deep ones. You can
Okay.
hurt them very easily.
Okay.
Yes.
I got a bunch of Aquarius friends.
Yes,
They ain't got no feelings.
These
they
niggas
definitely
move.
have them. They
These niggas
deep.
be moving. I did a whole Aquarius party. You remember that? You remember that?
There's an Aquarius party.
I had a party because all of my,
To yourself.
huh?
You did to yourself.
I mean,
You put a bunch of Aquarius in the same room.
they was all my friends.
You're a brave soul, boy.
They was all my friends.
And it was like, instead of having a birthday party for one, I just like, fuck it. It's all y'all
I
Aquarius.
just found them to be
Aquarius
emotionally.
Yeah,
just,
I thought I was gonna get kicked out of my apartment for this party, but no, it went well. But you remember that party, right? Okay. Yeah, this ain't Cap, bro.
Like, nobody said it was.
Nah, you was thinking it though.
Nah, it sounds weird, but nah.
See what I'm saying?
what else you got on the docket, man? We got.
yeah, man.
Hey,
What we got?
That was it.
That was it.
kinda really
Ohio,
it, man.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
No.
man. Fuck. All right. So, did you see the Jonathan Mayer's picture?
With him on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Did you see it? Okay, you saw it.
there's
I
something
seen
to be
it.
said about the picture.
I saw it.
Yeah, I got something to say. I ain't like that shit.
Why?
I thought it looked corny.
That's it.
Yeah.
Say
that's
more.
why I'm, no,
Say
that's
more.
Well, I'm gonna say more, but that's what I said. Like that was my initial shit. Was like this shit look corny as fuck. Oh, how y'all jealous of this nigga? Like, why am I getting berated because I think this shit look corny?
Bro, I saw something where he was doing like 3,600 calories a day. He's working out like
I
4
don't give a
times
fuck
a day.
about none of that shit. That
So-
nigga like he had titties and he had on boots.
Nah, that nigga look swole. He looked like a character out of One
He doesn't look
Piece.
like titties though.
He looked like the old He-Man character.
Yeah, he look. That nigga swole.
That shit look pushed together like cleavage.
Yeah,
I can't say
looks
all
like
that.
the
How
old
many-
He-Man
like
character.
How many pictures we seen of Mike Tyson with his shirt off and it didn't look like titties?
I don't think.
Bait a man's breast, huh?
Yeah, but this is so weird.
No, no.
So we going down the
weird.
road. I'm not. Boy, y'all talking about everybody.
No,
so.
yeah, we wildin'. But I'm just saying, like that shit look weird.
That's a
That
young
shit.
guy, man. He flexing. Come on, man. And the caption
Alright.
is something like Hollywood's Most Wanted or something like that, right?
See what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah,
I mean, his chest is just mad large right now because
Yeah, that nigga
Creed.
is
Like
that
he's-
nigga is Diesel
Pause.
right now.
Hey yo,
How you gonna tell this man to put his shirt on though? I mean, that's
because Pac did this shit. That shit ain't never look weird.
you said Pac did it. Bro, we are not comparing grown
you
men.
think he was pushing the shit together?
We got.
You don't
we have a
even
female.
say anything on the cover.
We-
It's
we
just-
about
We have
to
a female in here,
compare
right? Have you seen this picture?
How grown men look in photos. Like, I think I'm good.
Wait, hold on. You liked it?
Like what?
Okay. Hold on.
First of all, I wanted to interject. I've been over there like saying sidebars
I know.
like 10 minutes.
Bro, but we comparing grown men pictures. I don't know this is where I want to go with this.
It doesn't matter if it's attractive to you. That's what I'm
This not my point. I'm making
Okay, listen to your point. So you
okay.
can ask me my question. So I can
because the thing is, I don't give a fuck. Really, I'm just reacting.
But you do.
We
No.
4
I
minutes in.
don't. I'm reacting. I'm just reacting. I'm making an observation on this, and I'm tripping that niggas that don't look like titties.
Pull up the picture. Pull up the
This
picture.
nigga said titties. I don't know about titties. It just
Okay.
Bro, look diesel, bro.
That don't look regular. I've seen.
He
he's
looks
just
diesel.
doing the extra Hollywood shit, man. In the photos.
So we doing this now. We doing this now.
Look,
Bro.
He's doing the extra Hollywood.
But they might
shit.
have also edited that way.
whether
No, that's not what I'm asking you. How they edit it? What do you see when you see this?
An anime character.
You first look at this. What do you see?
A character off of One Piece.
When you first look at this, what do you see?
A Dragon Ball Z villain.
AF, like he look like he can fight somebody. But
Fist of the North Star.
Looks like the
It look like titties. Why we playing?
the way the light and they probably put.
It look like
makeup.
cleavage.
Yeah.
It look like he got a
You
brawn.
know why it looks like that? Because when you bring attention to what something looks like, that's what people look for when they look at the picture.
See, my eyes don't do that much. My eyes don't do that much.
No, I
Involvement.
understand, but you asked my opinion, right?
Okay.
So that is the take that you got from it when you looked at the picture. Oh, this shit look like titties, right? Anybody else that may, now I'm just saying.
I have a question.
Anybody else that may look at it might look at like the design, the colors,
I wanted to know how them boots and them pants don't have a line.
Thank you. Let's talk.
that too. But
It's like you just get in them like a
I get what
rubber
you're
suit.
saying, but you can't.
This is controversial for a reason.
It is, but I'm not saying you can't.
How is it controversial? It's bro on a couch, like.
Opinion.
Yeah, I know it's bro on the couch, but that shit look like titties. You got boots on that niggas don't wear,
I mean, the boots and the pants are attached in some kind of way. So
and
that
you're wilding with that.
I mean,
No,
that's,
it does
that's,
look like that.
that's
I'm not even
regular fashion shit. man.
wildin'.
I can comment on than his chest, but that's not the first thing I see when I see this picture.
yeah.
All I'm
What's the first thing you see?
That
The pink shawl. The pink fur shawl. Yeah.
And then
That's-
the
that's what
smoochy
you see.
lips. Like, come on, yeah.
doing like is he blowing a kiss?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, they trying to get the women on him.
what you see and what other people see, that's why it's called a formulated opinion. What you see and what I see first are totally two different things.
This is what I see.
So what you may see, it might raise eyebrows. like,
now I can't
oh,
unsee that.
shit,
That's
like
him.
titties.
Like this is what I see.
Somebody is looking at the angles, they're looking at the colors, they're looking at the contrast, boots and pants, whatever the case may be in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But because you see it a certain type of way, doesn't mean that everybody else sees it some kind of way, but that doesn't mean that they're combating your opinion because that's what
Oh, my
it
opinion
is.
has been combated.
Opinion.
Yeah.
No,
You just saying it's whack, right? Is that what you're saying? You just saying it's whack.
He's like,
I don't like.
yeah, it's just the pink shawl. I'm like,
So
nigga.
because you be like, oh, I see titties. So when you say I see titties, when I look at the picture, I'm looking for titties because that's what you said you seen. And you
No, I
told
thought it was
me.
hilarious.
I
I thought it
didn't
was.
notice the smoochy face until you brought it to my attention.
But yeah, that too.
I didn't notice that.
That's all I'm
Bro,
saying.
he's
No, what
trying
do
to
you-
attract women.
But
like.
what do you?
They're trying to
Yeah, this is
He got a
this
movie
is-
out.
What it is.
Creed. He's gonna be in Creed. Like it's for the ladies.
That's,
Mo, what do you really think of this picture?
I think.
You think that's sexy?
First of all, hell no. What I think it is.
There we go.
What I think it is the part of the agenda to make all this transgender, all this other.
That's
shit
why I thought it was whack.
into
That's what I was saying.
Because how dare you, as a transgender woman, tell me I need to be called cis, but I need to recognize how you feel as a transgender woman.
Talk.
So
That's the
what
J.K.
all
Rowling
men are
discussion
talking
right
about.
there.
The men with the puffed up and the line skirts and all that stuff. That's my
Talk.
opinion because first I was born a woman. I'm always gonna be a woman.
Yep.
You know, everything that a woman goes through, I go through that.
Right.
That's how you get canceled. That's how you get canceled right there.
Truth out here.
Yeah, because they came out last week and said there's no such thing as a real woman.
Because I'm bringing up valid points from every side.
Right.
That part.
So, what it comes down to is that the transgender community, whether it be female or male, they want you to recognize them. They want you to acknowledge them. They want you to have.
They want you to
feelings about them.
participate.
They want you to respect them.
Right.
But when I come through and say, "Hey, I don't want to be called sis," you know why? Because I was born a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you need to respect.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, explorative. Explorative this and you're explorative that.
Bitch ass
I'm not
nigga.
trying to get off. They want us to respect and recognize them
Without respecting everybody else.
Without it going the other way.
So
Yeah.
that's why I felt some kind of way when you said that. I'm like, they look like titties. But it's,
No, what? And
no. Just hear me out. So
I was trying to explain myself.
That's all about subliminal messaging. Even if you didn't mean it that way, when you said it, don't this shit look like titties? When you show me the picture, I'm finna be looking for titties.
You looking for
because
titties.
You said it.
Right. You're right.
So if you have an opinion about somebody and you want somebody to engage in conversation with you, hey,
Let them have their
look at
opinion.
this picture.
Yep.
What do you think about
Yep.
this?
You're right. You're right.
So that was all I was
But don't them shit look like titties?
I mean, bro, they trying to sell a movie, and you
They
know,
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean,
I do appreciate
the
it. I
pink
do
is to
feel it.
draw the ladies in and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That picture, who do you think they were? It was
Young
made-
Come
women,
on, man. You know.
young women.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking
shit, women.
And that's
women,
what she
period.
was saying. Like, who is the picture for?
Yeah, the alphabet.
Yeah, that was.
There's
fucking
a
late.
young girl that printed that picture out and put it on their wall. Like this
that
is
much out of it. I didn't take titties from it, but I took this picture is to advertise to.
But when you went to the picture because he said, "Don't this look like titties?" That was the first thing you looked for.
That's what. Yeah, I had this. Yeah.
you can't unsee that part.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
You say titties, I'm looking at chest. Like, let's see what this.
And I was I should have let you have your own judgment.
The picture,
Right.
the first thing I saw was the shawl.
That was the point I was
I'm
trying
sorry.
to
Well,
make.
I mean-
the lips, the.
Yeah, it
I
was-
didn't notice the lips until it was brought to my attention.
it
Honestly.
wouldn't be
Yeah, the pucker
different.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice the puckered up face.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, so what's an acceptable way for this dude to really look fly out here?
I mean, he's done it before.
Well, it was a photo shoot. I'm sure they took more than.
I'm sure they took
Yeah,
thousands of photos, and this
he's
is the
done it
one they
before.
decided.
But I know what this is
Put
for.
on the cover.
And he didn't decide this, by the way. Somebody
I'm
else
sure he
decided
did,
this
yeah.
for.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't. But he's taking pictures before.
I'm saying it looked like fly enough because it's attention grabbing, right? The pink,
Yeah.
it's attention.
We're
You're trying
talking
to
about
sell
it.
a movie, though.
Yeah.
It has
What
to be
movie?
out. Creed.
Yeah, Creed 3.
He's selling Creed with this?
Creed 3.
Yes.
right.
You know how many young girls printing this out and putting it on their wall,
You know what? There is no acceptable.
or even older women.
This is
Yeah.
this is the way. What you're talking about.
Or older
this
women.
is the way. So. the
What?
controversy-
Talking about.
Yes, sir.
Well, shit. I want to ask this respectfully.
No.
Did you like the picture? Like as
I
a
didn't.
okay.
As a woman,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay. Cool.
But not because of what you put in the atmosphere first.
You wasn't attracted to that
I
as a
wasn't
woman.
attracted to the picture.
That's what I'm asking.
To
So
me,
who is
the
this for?
picture is ugly.
Women.
There's young.
Who
Yeah,
are attracted to
there's
it.
some women.
A
out
woman
there
just
that
said
that
like
shit,
she's
though.
Yeah, but she can't speak for the delegation.
I can't speak for the multitude.
Yeah.
yeah, true, but
There
She
are
just
women.
said she didn't
There are
like
women out there that probably really like that
Bro,
picture.
they would not have put
see,
him in a
that's why
movie
we
if women don't like this dude.
We need more women in the room. Where's old girl? I don't mean to say this like that.
We can all make some kind of agreement.
Yeah.
We can all agree on a picture of a woman. If we saw a picture of a woman, all of us men can agree. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You wanna
not
get a
saying
bunch of
that
women
all
to
men
agree?
have the same
No women, no woman I know thinks that's attractive.
Really? Okay.
Doesn't seem attractive.
If I send it to my 20-year-old daughter, she might think it's attractive.
She might think it's artsy.
No, she might think it's attractive. They don't have the same filters. Like they don't have the
Okay.
same.
They
young girls don't have the same
reference points.
Yeah,
For what's attractive. Yeah.
I guess it goes back to our conversation.
yeah.
A young woman. The mode, what's hot, who everybody thinks is fine, you don't want to be excluded, right?
Group thought.
There's the whole, no disrespect, there's the whole alphabet mafia, because I'm not going to say all them letters. There's the stigma that they put on society that
Right.
they want people to agree with. So now you're dealing with maybe a pre-adolescent female that is a female coming into herself that thinks he's attractive,
Right.
but sees him in this shit, but everybody's agreeing with. So there's a whole lot of confusion and there's subliminal messaging. So
Well, yeah. Yeah.
what do you grasp from that? Like how do you approach that?
Parenting.
Not even as a female.
Yes.
As a male.
Parenting.
As
Parenting.
anybody, under,
Parenting.
like 20.
I see this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's what you're accustomed to is what you go on to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's just parenting.
But you still should be your own person. But
You should be.
Our community.
Yeah.
We're not taught to be our own person.
No.
We're
Well,
taught that,
we say that there's no way you can sell that many Jordans if everybody was their own person.
Yeah.
We'd all be doing different things. So for commercialism and capitalism to work, we need people to be pretty much, that picture has to represent for the majority. It's not for free thinking people, right?
Right.
But that's why it's on the cover of something, because
And
they're
that's why
like,
we're
this is
talking
going to
about it.
sell this
Right.
movie, right? Or this whatever. What is it, Ebony magazine or something?
Yeah, Ebony.
This
Yeah.
issue.
It's for the broad stroke, right, across America or even the world, because this movie is going to be international. So that means that collectively, most of those people are going to think it's attractive.
What magazine was that?
Ebony.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's their demographic?
It's us.
Black women.
not anymore.
What age?
Not anymore
Black women.
because
What you talking?
Yeah,
30,
it's no longer like
20s,
30
totally
to
black
60?
owned.
20s to 30s.
Yeah, Ebony.
20s don't read Ebony.
I think they do.
Really? Well, I don't know.
Well, they look at magazine pictures.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
yeah,
think they
pictures.
read.
Are they even still in print?
But I mean, when Ebony was like,
Ebony used to turn pages.
Bro,
Right.
I had a lot of time with Ebony.
So,
I spent a lot of time with Ebony magazine.
so my point of the question was, I would say they would put a picture on their cover that is
gonna bring you in.
The demographic of
Yeah.
people who's
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah,
Young-
yeah, and there we go.
Younger women.
And there we go. Well,
Younger women. I'm saying 30 plus.
yeah, I had to say
in
that
the
off
time frame that we grew up in, I feel like, you know, and I'm just guessing just from what I've observed, talking to younger women, they have a different reference point for the things that they find attractive as opposed to from the time that we grew up in. You know what I mean? They may like something that's a little more androgynous or fluid.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Rather
like we
than-
talk about Prince, we talk about
Yeah.
Isley Brothers.
Yeah, but
and-
Prince was different. That's the thing. It was like we only had one.
yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? There were other people who were doing it, obviously, but to be out there in the way he was, we had that one. So,
And he was talking that shit, so we knew the context of
yes.
what he was on.
But he was making a point. It wasn't just to be like inflammatory or to,
Right,
to
right.
do whatever.
so
So
he had context. He you know, I want to be your lover. Like I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Prince always had like bad women. I just want to go on record.
Yeah, no, his resume
That's what I'm
is
saying.
impeccable.
Yeah,
He always had
you know, like Prince was in
context.
South America for like 6 months. He come back
Bro,
with like this badass.
I saw my first pair of titties fucking with Prince.
Yeah, no, his resume is like unfuckwittable.
You know what I'm saying? When Vanity jumped out that water,
James was on that same.
I mean-
James was on that. He teetered on that same line.
yeah.
Very close.
High heels.
Yeah, very close.
but that was a fashion.
That was the disco era.
yeah.
And that's where the disco and the funk era, you know, is really
Cocaine.
close. Cocaine, all of that, it's the same
Make you make
same
bad decisions
fashion.
out here.
wheelhouse.
Cocaine's
You
a
know
hell of
what I
a
mean?
drug.
Right.
Yes, you.
I mean,
So, my name is Monet.
Mo, my bad. I'm sorry. Yes, Mo. I'm sorry. I meant to say you in the gray sweat, in the gray t-shirt.
But you see how you're making an effort for people that were androgynous in those times?
Right.
It's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
Even if it wasn't
I mean, I'm saying the same thing. Like,
But okay, so a guy that works out right, gets his pecs real big and poses like this. It looks like titties.
right.
That's all I want to say.
Well, let me put in the context too.
Aren't they technically
Let me just
still-
put in the context too, like what the whole discussion sprang from. It was,
But that's the point. That's the point. Like,
but not to cut you off, sis. Just the context was there was a post. Somebody posted this picture on social media, and they have a comment that went with this. Part of the reason that black families are broken is because your men are broken. There are alphas, and we are expected. There are alphas, and we are expected to be betas. I never signed up for this agenda. That's for somebody else. So that's what they posted with this picture.
big facts.
Wait, come again on that alphas and betas thing? I don't really get that.
Okay.
Yeah, that same photo.
There are the alphas, and we are they are the alphas, and we are expected to be betas. So I'm assuming that he's saying that white people.
This was a woman that, or who?
This was a guy that posted
Right
this.
off the bat, he feels some kind of way because he's not strong in his manhood. That's not the point. The point is
We are expected to be. Who expects anybody to fit any kind of, like, nobody comes to your house and like, this is what you're supposed to do. You decide who you want to be in this world, like, and you got to stand on that. And it requires a certain level of strength to stand in that. And if you're not willing to stand in that position, like, you all notice, like, you can be in a room full of people. They could be like, you've been in people who've harmed people, you know what I mean? The biggest dope boys and all that. But if you stand your own ground in space, you're usually cool with them.
Yeah.
Nobody really, they only pick on the dude that doesn't defend himself.
That's true.
In anything in life, it doesn't matter whether you in a boardroom or on the streets, it's all the same. So somebody expecting you to do something, you just might not have the heart for whatever it is you asking for. Because you're going to have to stand on it at some point. Somebody going to try you.
Yeah.
Just probably about every 10 years, somebody really.
True.
I feel like that's what the stigma is in the households. Like, a lot of people feel like the men are broken. There's no camaraderie. The woman is independent. She had to be forced. Like, along the same lines of what you were saying, it's not that. People are making choices to live their lives, and then people are getting persecuted for living those lives.
I do think we have to stop because a couple things is true. One is black people were those who were enslaved. There was just a point where there was just like, all right, that's it. There's a lot of unnecessary pain that we're still practicing, beating kids and all that kind of stuff, right? So
Yeah.
there is a lot of trauma that is passed on. So when we say we are broken, we're still practicing habits to this day
Facts.
from shadow slavery. So that's very real. These emotional broken relationships when you can't have a dad in the home because you receive food stamps. So you have to make a choice between eating and having your dad in the house.
Yep.
Like, that's a hell of an emotional decision to put on maybe a young person, right? So
Or for the woman having your actual mate in the house.
Still have the same.
They did the whole movie about that shit.
what I'm saying, man, is that when we say like these are decisions, remember I talk about the question? Like, you don't even know what you're doing that is part of the program. You think you living, right? I mean, literally, we have a culture where people just now really getting real money out here, and we have all these songs about just throwing your money away, like literally, like taking your money by the thousands
There's a whole
and
culture
throwing it
created
away.
around that,
Whole
yeah.
dance, $10.
Throwing it in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, nobody came out and did a pamphlet to black people and was like, oh, this will be a great thing for black people to do. Like, we decided this. This is based on the questions.
Well, when you do that, you get killed.
What do you mean?
But these things are all reaction to a circumstance that
We never heal from.
People, are trying to heal from, in the sense of that it's you doing all of that. You throwing that money away because you so used to being in a situation where money is a focal point in your life. It's a detriment to everything. It's always the most stressful point of your life. So you being able to be in the club in that moment and say, hey, none of this shit means anything.
But it does.
It
It's
does.
sending you back
but
to where you were
It's
as
all
fast
a show.
as you can.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's all a show.
And just so we
Yeah.
go on the record, bro, it's a show for other men because
Yeah.
Yeah,
women
it doesn't mean
don't
anything.
care.
Well, I don't know. Is it a show for just the men? I think it's a show for
Have you ever
everybody.
asked a woman, she'll take 100. You ain't got to throw it at her. Just give her
Oh
100.
yeah. Well, yeah.
she'll take
That part.
Yeah, she don't
But-
want to work to pick it up off the floor. She just give it to her.
But I think the people that are doing that have in their mind the image of like, okay, well, if she's seeing this guy that cares so little about this 100,
wasteful.
or a
My mom would say
1,000
that was
band
wasteful.
in his hand, throwing it in the air, that she's gonna be impressed.
Yeah,
by that.
but we've also been kind of
You know what I
groomed
mean?
to think that is what success looks like.
right.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
why
Wasteful, yeah.
that's why we want to do it.
Same shit. Yeah.
We're emulating, this is success.
Yeah. So somebody asked, there was a very popular black podcast. You guys know the podcast. They talk about money and all of that. And so
Yep.
a friend was like, am I going? And I was like, nah. And he's like, why not? And I was like, because nobody there can afford what I sell. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just not my market, right?
Yeah.
What's the average black small business, spending $50,000 or $100,000 on, things that may or may not work? It's just an app for, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, some automation process. They don't spend that kind of money. So it's not my target market. You're not being, you know what I'm saying? You're not outside the culture. You just don't sell a product that can be bought unless you have a pretty decent sized company. So said that to say that ain't money. Like, you ain't moving no real money. First of all, if you can go get it all, you ain't got enough.
Yep. That's something that T.I. likes to remind us. Well, not remind us,
Did
but
you just quote T.I.? Let me hear it.
no,
That's
but no,
crazy.
he
T.I.
did
quote
say
is crazy.
he did say like he should think that he had a lot of money at one point, right? And then when he got around people who they started talking about like how much money they donated,
Yes.
he said it made him feel really small because they gave away more than what, like 3 or 4 times over than what he made, and it was like, we gave it all away.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, when you start emulating success, it's like that means that the top of the people had all their money on them.
Yeah.
Like, if you can take it with you, you ain't got enough. You didn't pull up in a Brinks truck, bro. You pulled up in your car. Like, it was enough to fit in one duffel bag. You ain't got enough.
Or in your pocket.
Yeah. They like, I got, what is the song? Be like, I got 100,000 on me. Okay. It's like, why? What are you buying? What did you go outside and buy today?
That's
that
cap.
required. I know, but I mean,
No, I ain't talking about
point
you.
being is that if the heights of what you aspire to is somebody being able to spend $10,000 in one night, you need to set your heights a little higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I tell my daughter this all the time. Like you talk about heights. It should be where you want to be with your talents,
Yeah.
where you want to be with your skill set, where you want to be. It's not a dollar set.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you put a dollar amount on it, now you're
You're
comparing contract, and somebody could be making more than you, and they're just believing in themselves more,
Yes.
or making less than you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just about your skill set and do what the fuck it is that you here
That
to
sets
do.
you on fire.
I think we'll
That
get
makes you
there
Oh, that's great.
like once.
Mo has a question.
Go ahead.
What's up, Mo?
I like this. But nobody's teaching the kids and other people that, like, it's okay to ask these questions. It's okay to not be familiar with something and try again.
Yeah.
It's everything. Most things are forced on kids
Yeah.
Yeah.
or forced on young adults
Mm-hmm.
because of systematic racism
Mhm.
and things of that nature.
The internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do this. Nobody's really sitting down with the youth and like, you know what? When you were 6, you wanted to be an astronaut. You're 12. What do you want to be now? Oh, I want to cook.
Cook.
Oh, okay, cool. Nobody's saying that, and it's always a downward spiral when you tell somebody, "Oh, I want to do this." Oh, you can't do that. Black people don't do this.
Is
Yeah.
that still a
Yeah.
thing?
You can't do
Yeah, very much so.
Tech is that thing, bro. You know how long I've been like the lone black person that's been like, yo, tech is where it's at. I've been doing this since '96.
Yeah, and that is something I've been very mindful of. Is like like me and Show, we love games, right? I often look at the development team, like the group photos, trying to find like where.
Oh, you that nigga?
Yeah, like trying to see some black people.
It's only.
I look at the pictures. I look at the developers, the like.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm like that.
And we really out here doing it, and then people be like, let me tell you how often people ask, no matter where I'm flying and all that, they be like, who you work for? Like, all you literally need is a computer. Yeah. But I have to go through somebody. Like, it's so unheard of when black people do this. Like, I've literally been sitting for meetings and they go to the door and look like I'm late. I'm sitting there waiting.
Oh, they don't think you're
I'm not the guy. Like, this still happens to this day. It's just black people.
Is that hilarious at this point? Or is
they try to play it off. But no, you start to realize like there's just that few black people in this space. And the ones that really do, like, they like when you watch these things, they be like getting black people in tech. All those black people have a job. They work for Amazon. They have a job, bro.
They're not the idea.
They can be fired.
Right.
I'm talking about taking something. My boy Strag got this slogan. He said, "From your head to your hands," like literally doing the whole process with nobody else involved.
That's hard.
Right. I fund my own projects. Hard. We put them out. We sell them to the public. We don't use anybody in between. We buy the rights to all our images, all of that stuff. So we do the whole process. And to Mo's point is that you gonna be broke. I'm talking about I done put it all on the line a few times. You gonna be broke. Like, and what I mean by broke is not like I'm living outside. Poor, like there's different levels of broke. Like broke is like out of cash. Like, you got $40,000 worth of payroll this week. So you need to come up with some cash. So you hit up Amex and you know what I'm saying? You get that and then now you got to get money from a customer to pay that back. And you know what I'm saying? Like you juggling for a while. You might do that for a few years or it just might hit a spot like with COVID. I had to pay my people and nobody was paying. Like think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you out of pocket.
Out of pocket. This is cash, like my personal cash as well. Exactly. You run out of money and then you still got to like keep things going because your people can't feel like they going to lose their house. You know what I'm saying? People sending their kids to college off that.
And this is the part that people often forget comes with being a boss.
Bro. I'm boss. I'm talking about you up all night. You can't sleep. Like you like, damn, Friday came so quick. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps cycling. You got to pay people, man. Like this is real. But so they only see you later on and be like, oh, you winning. It's like, I got my money back from putting up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It gets to the point where your business, sometimes you got to loan your business money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like it gets down to
I'm about to run into this because when he don't pay me, like is
stop.
Yeah, being broke is like part of the game. Like you don't know how to properly pay taxes and make payroll and all that when you come out, man. You have to. These systems are built over time, and you get it wrong. Like I owed at one point. I tell a story. You can see it on like the other podcast, bro. I owed like well over $100,000 and some at one point, like to the IRS, just not knowing what I was supposed to be doing and all. And then they'll make it so much work to where I don't know. You can spend $10,000-$15,000 paying somebody to get it cut down to half. You see what I'm saying, or all of that. So I ended up like reading their books and like negotiating with them. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to do. Don't nobody want to do that at their time. Like going through all of these cycles, and so people like you win, and you ain't really like, you ain't never as good as they say or never as bad as they say. You're just doing your thing, and you putting other people in a position to do their thing. It doesn't matter what the number is because at any moment we see these $1 billion companies closing their doors.
Yep.
They claim to have billions of dollars. They close their doors. What you think is the difference between these small millions? Like, bro, you can literally go out of business tomorrow. You get one tax bill, they'd be like, You see what I'm saying? You could have been doing your taxes wrong the whole time.
Yep.
They can do up to 10 years, by the way. That's 7 years. They do up to 10 years. So if they hit you with a bill, 3, 4, 5 million, they taking everything you got.
They changed the law. It's
15.
15.
You see what I'm saying?
They want to even longer.
That's jail time. You know what I'm saying? You got the people money, you going to jail.
That's crazy.
So I'm saying like, it ain't all about like winning. These are small moments. I actually had somebody tell me recently, like, I don't have fun like that. And I'd be like, my life impacts other people's life. I can't just be out doing silly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not that kind of fun. It's what he thinks is fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's
what
his kind of fun.
That's,
Like,
that's
hanging
what you
out all day.
value. That's
He's
what you
like,
value.
You ain't got to check into the office. You should be out all day. No, I should not.
Yeah, and then like, it's like
No,
people.
I should not.
We were just talking about this.
That's what he refers to as fun. Like, you're out basically being reckless and spending money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he refers to. I'm like, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fun. You know, it's fun when I tell y'all, like, I'd be like, I'm gone. I'd be in London. I'd be in Paris. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's fun. I'm gone for a month. Like, you know what I'm saying? People catching up through that's fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you
Living.
Yeah, when you can live and not have those stressors, like,
Right.
that's what's fun. You don't ever, like, what difference does it make if you out having fun all day and then at night you can't sleep?
Yeah.
That's what they going through.
Yeah, that
We
shit's
call it crying in the
terrifying.
dark. Like, they at home
No, that's
crying.
that's terrifying.
With them Jordans lined up on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get out of here. You talking about you having fun.
Crying in the dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You impressing people who can't
Fresh
even
as
do nothing
hell.
for you.
Crying.
I'm not trying to impress nobody who can't. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to impress somebody who, when you live in a community, bro, everybody was within 10% or something like that. Y'all are all within 10% of each other. So you cannot impress your neighbors. Y'all are all literally within the same.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Until you get to a certain point, you know, start living up here on West Western.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to be broke. You're going to go back and forth between it. You're going to think you so far up. You're like, damn, I literally be thinking sometimes, I'll be like, damn, I don't know how I could ever get back down. Till you do.
That's beautiful.
Till you be like, damn, you look
Nah,
nice. You be like,
that's hard. That's hard.
Wait, I done did this. These people ain't paid. You know what I'm saying? It's real, man.
That's hard.
Look, was it P and Coach? They just sold
Yeah.
the business for $310. P came out
Yeah.
and was like, man, let me tell you something. We've been so broke trying to do this thing. Like, they spent all their money trying to set this
Yeah.
play up to get their company to the point.
I know, Coach.
We see them spend $1 million at the thing, right? Right. But that was just marketing, bro. He was like, they be needing that money. Like, it's part of getting them to the next
Or did
step.
they even really spend them? Like,
Maybe they did. Maybe they paid them or whatever.
I know, Coach. Like, and for me to see that trajectory is
Yeah.
like, oh, this nigga was thinking.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know it ain't what it looked like, but it ain't what I think it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was work.
Yeah.
$310 million. You don't
That's
just
work.
exit. That's
Nah,
what they
that's
paid,
work.
bro. So that, you know, it's 3 times the valuation. So that's $930
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not pocketing
valuation.
that, but that's
real
still, yeah,
money.
that's work, bro.
And you talking about, I've been in Atlanta since '96. They've been doing their thing since I've been here. So you talking about 30 years of work.
Yeah, he's one of the
To
first
sell
niggas
one
I met
company.
when I came.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't got another 30 like that. And you see what I'm saying? Like, people talk about, and he was literally like, yo, you gonna be very broke trying to do this. They got to put artists on jets and all that. Man, that
Bro, I say this shit all the fucking time. Winning comes with losing. Losing is a part of winning.
already.
And a lot of people don't understand what that means. They think, oh shit, I ain't got it. I tried to start a label. Well, I started a label.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me don't.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was halfway through, like as far as the time period, right now it's like, I shouldn't have never did that. But I'm glad I did, because I learned a lot.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I learned like, okay, this is the type of people you trust. This is the kind of way you run your business. You just learn like different things.
Mm-hmm.
Now doing the pod, same thing. So I'm like, I'm taking the lessons I learned from that. I say all that to say, like, when you're talking about being an entrepreneur, you got to learn it's going to be a lot of pitfalls. And
Lots of
you
'em.
got to learn how to maneuver through them and where you actually want to be versus where you thought you was going to be.
Let Mo tell you a story, bro. So Mo used to work with me at the restaurant. Badass restaurant. Downtown, bro. Like,
Charlo.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mo used to work there, right?
Bartender.
With me. Yeah. Brian used to, bro, it just got
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
okay,
point.
y'all know each other.
I never met Mo. Yeah, but
Mo used to
Yeah.
be chef, bro. So literally, like, that shit got so rough one day. I was just like, you know what? We gonna close this. Like, that's how, but what I learned from that, like the way you organize to do a restaurant made my consulting business different, because you get so granular with restaurant and food. Like, you count everything, the pinch of salt, you count all of that. When it comes to consulting, we don't really count that money like that, you know, because it's just coming
It's
in all the
different,
time,
yeah.
and it's in bulk. But you know, people short you on the pallet, just like they do in they short you the same with that big money too. They hit you with little fees for this or that. That little $500, $200 don't really matter till it happens
Till it matters.
75 times, 100
Yeah.
times. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, I'm.
That's where I think that's where it came from because
Yes.
you were more approachable when I started working there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy for me to, hey, y'all hired me for a job, right? This ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't right. And I'm telling people, nobody was listening except him.
Right. That's what you're talking about failing. Like, it was like, bro, we were doing it all wrong. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You're just thinking you cooking food and putting it out. That's actually like 5% of it. There's so much more to earn. Brian, you know this, man. There's so you imagine cleaning your house every night to the standard of like being clean enough for somebody else to come and eat every day. Like, just closing a restaurant is hard work. Just closing.
Yeah, it
Ain't nobody
is.
in there just getting it back clean enough to be open for the next day.
Right.
Having enough supplies, all of that, man. It's like it's a thing. But I learned so much from that. I couldn't do it. I don't like being up like that every night.
Yeah.
But that restaurant thing is crazy.
Hey, yeah, don't start a record label.
Or a restaurant.
This shit is the worst shit ever.
I don't know, man. Some people succeed at it. I think.
It's just
I mean, P makes it look. I mean, P just got anybody who would in his neighborhood, right?
Master P?
Yeah.
Okay.
But think of, he had a whole bunch of people. All of them didn't make it. I mean,
Yeah,
think about
but
Skullduggery
that
and all of them. They don't.
Yeah, and that nigga went through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He went through a lot of shit to even to where we can still call him Master P with respect.
They had like 8 albums coming out every month.
I think it's Master P with respect. It's just Master P. Like, if you look at
But he put in so much work.
So much work.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He was literally like,
he put in
man,
so
they
much
put out
work.
so many albums. Like,
'Cause
you
there
could
was
not
a
deny
time
him.
where we thought that was a joke.
that, yes.
Right. But the long term plan was
Yeah.
everything.
Everything works.
And he owned all of it.
You say you from New Orleans? Okay. Who said they was from New Orleans?
My neighbor is from New Orleans.
Okay. She said she.
Nah.
She said I never said I was from New Orleans.
Tech said it all goes back to Silk the Shocker, huh?
Oh, we wilding on the P shit
Everybody
right
living in
now.
Atlanta. Silk gonna probably be like, yo, man, why y'all dissing me like that?
yeah.
Silk is
Man, shout out to No Limit. We love No Limit. I love
Limits
No Limit.
laid a blueprint that
They did.
Peenum following.
I mean, shit, a lot of us follow.
Yeah, this whole independent movement, Swisher House and all of that, they were following that same Jay Prince and all of that. They started that movement. Nobody was talking about
Yeah.
owning your own and putting your own people out with your own
Yeah.
money.
That shit
And
is
they had to
tough.
do some interesting things to get that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
'cause I wasn't a gangster. Like I was an artist. Starting your own label is you got to be a gangster.
The South slow,
My bad.
but then the South showed how to get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
I mean,
didn't just look good. They really was getting paper.
yeah. 'Cause, I mean, E40 had did it.
That had
Yes.
possible, they could have had a No Limit movement was Wu-Tang. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
But what they decided to do was to dry out your market and make people fiend for the next album.
Yeah.
yeah.
They had 9 people, 9 or 10 people,
Yeah, you-
but they could barely get you one album a year.
Right.
Right. Yeah, they wasn't bleeding the market
And
like
he
that.
was like, no, we got this many people. Let's
Yeah, he's
churn.
bleeding it.
Let's just keep churning.
You would listen to an album in hopes of finding a good song.
Those albums out in that time, they would have been.
I'm not lying, bro. It would be you would
No,
listen
that's
to
a
a P
fact.
album in hopes of finding a good song, and you'd be like, "Oh, this one hidden right here."
Until they put out Ghetto Dope.
Oh.
Until they put out Ghetto,
I mean,
Ghetto
true.
Dope.
TRU.
Ghetto Dope was
I
fire.
listened to TRU.
Ghetto Dope was
the other
fire.
day.
We still waiting on that Mercedes album.
Yeah. I mean, but if we being honest, P saved Snoop Dogg's career. Remember, he brought
he did.
Snoop onto No Limit. and
Yeah,
all.
absolutely.
So is this kind of movement that we call in country and backwards that's like really laid the blueprint for?
Nah, that was a great thing. I don't think it was 100% successful as far as what they were trying to do, but I think it maintained and did what it was
It
supposed
kept
to
him
do.
alive.
It kept them alive.
Yeah, because it didn't go. It didn't quite go like
it didn't go like
what
that.
he was. Snoop did not fit in with the No Limit thing, but it
He
kept
lived to fight another day, though.
Yeah, absolutely. He still
lived to fight another day.
and he's still out here wilding.
Yes, Snoop, but he talked about how like he was messed up. You know what I'm saying? He had no.
They
couldn't
got
get his records from
cereal. They got
everything, man.
Master P got cereal,
You
This
do.
nigga got everything.
Products, man.
Yeah.
He always said products is.
but he was always a businessman. You know what I'm saying?
But he taught us how to like.
Right, exactly.
You can have a little bit of something and own that thing instead of trying to be a part of all these other things.
Right.
Like I disagree with a lot when people say 100% and none. They're like, oh, do partnerships and things like that. Most record label deals are partnerships.
Yes.
Like,
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
and-
getting
and-
1%, but yeah, it's a partnership.
That's a fucked up partnership.
Yeah, it
But that's
is.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's
but-
an equitable way. Like, there's only two types of things, bro. There's access to the market and all that. Most of the time, you need capital and all that, and then there are ideas. You got one or the other, and one does not work without the other.
Yeah.
Because a great idea that nobody ever hears don't even matter,
You getting fucked though.
right? So it needs access to the market, and having a whole bunch of money and no ideas is lame. You can't do nothing with it. The money's actually receding, right? Because you need it to make more money, and so you both need each other. There's an equitable deal in there.
See, this is why I live on this side of the fence. I make music freely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can make money. There's a way to do it. It's just that you don't have to
Exactly.
give up. Literally, this thing didn't exist, and then you brought it into time and space, and somebody like, you know what? Let me take 99% of that off your hands for you.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't know how to get access to it, and now we have the internet, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it still ain't a 50-50 now.
Yeah, it's never going to be 50-50.
I know it's just gonna go away. Meaning one side is just gonna not exist anymore.
That's how it works.
That's what is it? United Masters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Their whole movement is behind that. Like I respect a lot of what they're doing, man. We have to do that in all of our businesses. Like own your stuff, get them copyrights, them patents.
Yeah.
Own your stuff, and then make equitable deals with people.
Boom. Oh, and with that, I think we good, man.
Oh, yeah. We, 2 hours in? 3 hours
About 2.5,
in?
yeah.
All right.
So,
This been hefty.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah. Two-parter.
So it is time, fellas.
Link it up.
Right. We doing the plastic clink today.
We got to do a plastic clink. We ain't got no glasses. You got to put the sound in there then.
Glasses over there. Hold on, let me get these. We will clink.
Nah, man. What we doing? Come on, man.
What we got?
Oh, that good should have been sitting there. My bad. I kept buying that.
Up in them 5-star telly.
All right.
Two mic rhymes.
Go,
Them
man.
average
What we talking about?
Like them, we craft gems.
All right, fellas.
Systematically inclined to pen lines. Not saying the producer's name.
See y'all next week.
Yeah, I said it. What you need to do is get back to reading credits. Read the medics alphabetically, stuck on that English shit. Now, before we pour that short shot, pure rock, okay, flow. From the top of the key for 3 villain. Been on in the game as long as he can really swing. Turn the corner spinning, bust that ass and get up. Dust off the mask, curb a laugh, give him a head up. He got jumped, it pumped his adrenaline. He said it made him tougher than a bump of raw medicine. To write all night long, the hourglass is still slow. Flow from hellborn to free power like Lil Cole. And still owe bills, pay dues forever. Slave used when it comes to who's more cleverer. Used to wore leather goose fee with the fur collar. And charged the fee for loose leaf, words per dollar, you heard holler. Broad or dude